Hello and welcome back to King's Campaign number 2, Curse of the Dragon Goddess. I am your DM. These are the players, most of them. One of them's out sick, but that's okay. We wish him the best.
We wish him the best.
Where we last left off, the heroes of this story were stuck in Alturia, or they traveled there, trying to search for the cult who seemed to derail them into that position. In Alturia, after some a night of making their wine smell like farts for some reason, they awoke the next morning to go down to the riverbank and cleanse themselves. While there, they ran into Onthar, one of the representatives of the Order of the Gauntlet, a heroic faction of sorts in some of the major cities in the continent. He revealed himself to be allied with Leosin of the Knights of Justice, as well as a Lady Linnell of the Cloaked Magpies. These three factions, although they all quite differ, they are coming together and seeking the aid of the heroes in battling the Cult of the Dragon. Through some clever planning, they realize the cult is going to soon be taking off in a caravan to transport all the stolen goods they have. But first, the heroes would have to get to the city of Alakara. Meanwhile, as they were prepping for their journey and getting a carriage ready, our fair lady, Zelia, in her now winter state, saw a mysterious figure with a similar-looking deer toy that she fondly holds in her own possession. Encountering him, he wound up being some sort of cloaked assassin trying to take her out just simply for being a fey creature. She eventually revealed to the group that this is a figure she encountered once before, and he just has some sort of disdain for her that she never caused in the first place. Where we ended off, the trip was short but efficient. Finally, the characters have arrived in the city of Alakara.
Woo!
Whoa!
Home sweet home, baby!
I've never been here before!
It seems really nice. The architecture looks banging.
Is that water? What the fuck?
I've never seen water before. What the fuck?
What the fuck is a big city?
Oh, okay. So, your guys' carriage finally slows down as you eventually travel across the large bridge, parking yourselves just beneath the grand staircase that leads within the mighty walls of this pristine-looking city. Hang on, I got a little blurb here. Alakara is a bustling center of trade, with goods coming from north and south by wagon along the tradeway and by ship on the Sea of the East, and from the south along the river Shianthar, and from Cormyr, Simbia, and other nearby nations. Alakara is situated on a prominent bluff next to the river, overlooking an excellent natural harbor. It is divided into 4 distinct segments. The Resplendent District, where the richest and most influential citizens live, along with the castle and where the city's the castle and the various leaders and such, nobility and all that. There is the Crystalline District, where the various factories and major businesses are run. The Laborers District, which surrounds the harbor, where most of the city's merchants live and conduct their business. These are your average Joe day-to-day workers. And, of course, the Dredge District, which lies next to and outside of the walls, where most of the city's laborers, and even more so homeless, reside in conditions that vary from crowded but clean to squalid. There is a caste system called by various ore types. Anyone of a higher stature often looks down upon those that are ranked lower. Many of you would know this tale from either living here or just the nation's reputation upholding itself. So, we are getting close to about afternoon time on this fair day. Remember, you have 83 days until the curse that has been placed upon you takes effect. So I ask you, what are you guys doing now that you have walked into the gates?
Well, first of all, I'm going to take a good look around, because, damn, it's been, what, like a week now since I've been back here. I'm having a great time having a glance around. It's like, wow, home sweet home. Then I'm going to look over at the party, and I'm going to ask quite simply, okay, so instead of me railroading where we'll go, I want to ask your thoughts. What kind of stuff would you like to do before we, well, find ourselves a bit more situated within the city? I know this might be the first time for a lot of you, but if you give me an idea of what you would like to look for, I can probably navigate around.
I just tag along to wherever you want to go. This is a very pretty city, so I just want to walk around.
I'll tag along as well. It's my first time in any big city after all.
How about you, Pilot? What about you?
Everyone speaks common.
Yes, as far as I'm aware, a lot of the people here do speak common.
Perfect. Okay. I will follow you.
As long as they don't speak Draconic, right?
No. No Draconic.
No draconic, only common.
Only common.
Well, if that's the case, then and then I'll look over at Daniel, who I'm assuming King is going to be playing for the moment.
Unfortunately, yes, I have to take up his role as well now, but sure.
What about you, friend? You just going to tag along, or have you got somewhere that you would like to head first?
There's something I'd like to keep my eyes on for a moment. I know my way around this city as well. I used to work here. So, you guys go on ahead. I'll meet up with you later.
By all means, friend. And with that, we're going to head off in the direction of the Wandering Oak. I'm going to drag them there. Because I want to go there. And fuck the rest of you.
Fuck it, he's doing his character stuff. The rest of you don't get nothing. All right. Let me see. Did I accidentally not write it in my notes? I know what it is, but I didn't actually.
That's insane.
He's got no notes on anything. All right, guys, let's freeball this. The Wandering Oak is actually the name of the castle in the center of the city.
No!
This is where I actually reside.
No, you're not the king. Very funny.
I didn't say anything about being the king. I could be like, just some lowly chef. Maybe a courtesan, if you will.
You take him to the bar, okay? I get it. I know what it is. I just don't have it written here for some reason.
Maybe
I'm
I'll lift
trash.
up maybe I'll lift up like the hem of my dress a little bit and show a bit of ankle to the king and be like, whoops.
Yes, Reno, we're splitting the party.
Yeah! But for good reason this time,
Because that
one of the
never
party
goes
members is not here.
Look, we're
Shadow.
only splitting the party because Daniel's player is not here. It's not like he
Yes.
won't show up at some point during this episode, but I'm doing it for my own sanity, okay? It's not
Valid.
their choice, it's my choice. So, and then I'll make sure it goes horribly wrong. Anyways, you guys walk through the very busy city. Few people you have to shove your way kind of past them. It's the streets are kind of cramped at this point. There's carriages moving along, smaller ones than the ones that travel in and out. You hear horns on the docks of ships taking off. The sun is bright, shining overhead, barely a cloud in the sky. Birds are chirping. You see races of all kinds, human, dwarves, even a few dragonborn, though as rare as they may be, half-orcs and all the like, going about their days. Some races surprisingly in richer wardrobe than you would expect in a civilization like this, but that just proves that the economic system works for any and all who can take advantage of it. You go through the various districts, eventually finding yourselves in the Crystalline District specifically. Eventually, you are making your way, seeing all the buildings, all the structures. You see a big place with cogs spinning on the front, almost just for decorative, and it's just simply the large Elakara factory / laboratory. A building that even you, Edison, don't know a whole lot about, but you do recognize. Traveling along, you see... Let me pull up my thing here. You see the Sparks Street Library, a place of vast amounts of knowledge. The various guard towers in the distance with plenty of knights overheads looking down. Finally, once you are at the position you need to be in, you take them to the Wandering Oak.
Let's go, baby!
Edison, would you like to describe just a tiny bit here?
So the Wandering Oak itself is, like, it's a fairly upkept looking tavern. It's nothing that you'd see, like, in the higher ends of the city, but considering the class it does fall into, it's definitely on the exterior, definitely on the nicer end of things. It's definitely very clear that it's looked after. The wood doesn't look like it's splintering, and like the stones, like on the exterior, look fairly well kept and don't really seem to have much dirt on it apart from the lower end where people are just treading by. Yeah, that's all I can really say about it. It's just nice looking.
It's a nice looking place, yes. Both made of a little bit of stone, a little bit of wood. I assume you're gonna go in.
Oh, of course.
Before going in, Zelia will just turn to Edison because I assume we see the name tag somewhere of the tavern. Right?
Yes, there's a metal bar with some chains holding a like hanging wooden sign that has the name on it.
Okay, then Zelia will just go like say to Edison, "Oh, is this your tavern?"
Yes, this is my place of work. I figured if we were to learn anything about what might be going on in the city, this would be the best place to go.
Oh, yeah, maybe we can. Maybe we can learn about that. Maybe we can see that person. And then she gives you a little wink.
Oh, behave yourself. And with that, he's going to lead the group inside.
All right.
Wait. We
Oh.
might also find out about Lloydian. Joran told
Entirely
us that
possible.
Joran told us that he was headed this way, so maybe someone in the bar knows where he is.
Considering the type of business this is, lots of people share their stories, so we might learn a thing or two about Lloydian. We might find a thing or two about what we're looking for. Could be.
Worst case, we might find him in a library or something.
It's entirely possible. But upon confirming it, anything's entirely possible within the city.
Edison is
going
practically
to-
dragging you all into this place with him.
Yeah, practically. Bro's excited to be back home. Okay, it's been 7 days that he's aware of. He doesn't know how long he's actually been away from home.
Wow.
Okay.
You drag them inside. The windows are open, curtains drawn back. There's plenty of sunlight inside. The bar is quite full at this time. There's tons and tons of people all hanging about. Many tables have been filled. The bar stools at the counter are open at this time. Hang on, I'm getting a tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Me when someone sneaks into my bed while I'm trying to sleep. Tickle.
Well, if it's in the back of your throat, that's pretty disturbing.
That's
So,
where I like it best. Girl dick.
down boy. Anyways, at the bar, a young human male. He is working tirelessly as he's sweating from his brow, trying to satisfy orders. He is filling multiple mugs of ale and walking around the counter. He actually has to squeeze in between you guys. Have a seat anywhere. I'll be right with you. He appears
Is
to
that, like,
be the only
your brother?
staff member that you can see at this moment. So.
Would I recognize him? Or based on the fact of my absence, would I just assume that he might be a new hire?
You can assume he's new. You don't remember him from before.
Gotcha. Okay, well, if that's the case, I am going to head over to the bar. You said that there are some bar stools available?
Yes, you guys can sit there. You might have to squeeze in through some people, but yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to indicate for the group to sit down, and I am going to go behind the bar and pour us drinks.
Okay. You squeeze in behind the bar. A couple of the patrons kind of look at each other seeing you do this, but they don't say anything. So you pour everyone a on-the-house cocktail, I assume.
Yeah, something a little bit stronger than ale, but nothing that's exactly going to break our back for giving a single one out.
Of course, of course. As you pour your drinks, you all sit down. You all have something set before you. Is that it? Anything? What's going on?
Well, after that, it's going to sound like a really dumb question, but does the bar at least look clean? Based on the guy rushing around and handling it all by himself, would I need to wipe up after anything?
Yeah, there's no spills or anything. It seems to be the desk itself or the table itself is clean, but there are a bunch of empty glasses just left on it that have yet to be taken care of. You could see this guy running around placing food and drink in front of as many people as possible. He has a bag that's weighing down the side of him where you can see his tips are. So he's been working all day relentlessly.
Well, I'm sorry to do this to you. Just sit there, enjoy your drinks. I'll be with you one moment. I'm going to get these fucking things cleaned up real quick. And with that, Edison's just gonna begin to clean up like the glasses as best as he
Alright.
can, like with his one hand.
His one.
Do you
What?
do you need me to help?
Oh no, I'm perfectly fine. I've been doing this since I was 15.
While
Okay.
this is happening, Sheldon is just looking around, amazed at how packed the bar is.
Especially for the afternoon, goddamn.
Yeah, a lot of people right now. It's kind of surprising, but yeah, a lot of couple dozen people you got in there all crammed together, sitting at stools. It's kind of hard to hear each other unless you're sitting right next to one another talking. You guys watch as Edison handles some glasses, polishes them out, puts them away and such. Even tops off one random guy to the guy's surprise. Eventually, the nervous fella who's been working tirelessly with, now you see his like shirt is even like the pits are sweating because he's been going. He gets back. He's like, "Sir, that's very kind of you, but really, all patrons need to stay on the other side of the bar."
Usually I would agree, but I'm not exactly a patron. And with that, I'm going to offer him my left hand. The name's Edison Smith, and you are?
Oh, I'm Charles Woolley. And he grabs your hand and shakes it awkwardly with his not dominant arm. Oh yes, the madam. She spoke of you. She has no idea where you went. Yeah, honestly, you might get your ass beat. I was hired on because there was a help wanted poster out front, and so any other of the staff have fallen ill recently.
Oh, that's quite a shame. Do you know where Miss Serafina is? Well, I should check in. As you said, I've been away for a little while.
Well, it's about damn time you showed up. And coming out from behind the back of the bar is a slightly wrinkled, older-looking tiefling woman. Where in the nine hells have you been, mister?
No.
Well, Mother, it's lovely to see you too. It's been a while. As you can probably tell, I've been missing. I don't know what happened, but I found myself awake in a bit of a predicament, and I had to spend the last 7 days making it back home.
Her elbow, you watch her, she just elbows him kind of harshly in the head, just knocking his head down, like interrupting him. The minute you take off, we get an influx of customers. Predicament, mashikament. I was worried about you, kid.
Look, I will explain it all when we have a bit more privacy, but, like, look, I'm home now. I figured I'd stop in at least a little bit to let you know that I'm still alive, and I haven't run out on you.
No, I know you wouldn't do that. You know my boot would go up your ass if you tried to leave me at this point in your life.
Yes, I'm fairly aware of that.
Madam, table 7's getting very rowdy. Then you go over there and tell them if they don't calm down, I'll step in. Ah! And he takes off and goes to calm them down. Instantly, you see the big burly guy shut up when she gives them a glare. Anyways, where did you go? And she looks over at the others. Well, I'm just glad you're safe, and it looks like you finally made some friends.
Don't be like that. Yes. These are my new acquaintances. This is Zalia, Pilot, and Sheldon. These are the people that I found myself in the company of when I awoke where I did.
She bends low at the waist to all three of you. Well, I thank you for taking care of my son.
No problem. He's well capable of taking care of himself as well.
Full. He's a handful.
I was afraid of that. Are you causing your new friends trouble, dear?
Well, who's to say? Trouble is a matter of perspective.
Uh-huh. And you see like a twinge in her forehead. Well, they've stuck with you this long, so it seems you haven't rubbed them the wrong way just yet. Mind your manners, though.
Of course. But yes, everyone, this is my mother, Seraphina Darkthorn. She is the owner of this tavern.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
You have a nice tavern.
Thank you, dearie. I like your big metal friend.
Thank you.
Well, I don't, so try not to humor him too much.
I'm gonna sort of like open up like my hatch, and Pilot's gonna peek. It's like, well, thank you very much, dearie. I like the way you speak. And I'm gonna like extend like the flower that Zelia gave me earlier.
No shot. No.
He's hitting on your mom, dude.
What a asshole.
She steps back for a moment, not prepared to see a little kobold come out. My. But she does reach out and take the flower from you and gives it a little sniff.
I'm gonna pull back. Like, no touching. It said you can look at it.
You fucking weirdo. Alright, she reaches out. She looks a bit confused at that. Well, you keep strange company with you, but I would expect no less from you, dear. It's interesting. I've never met a kobold in person before.
I've never met somebody with such big personality. It's such a beautiful, big personality.
I would
Yes.
like to cast Mage Hand to like put that in front of Pilot's mouth so he shuts up during that.
You see his snout just like shoot downwards and just.
Grab it, thank you.
Pilot, manners.
I am being manageable.
She does before as you like go back in your suit. She winks at you. Don't worry, he wouldn't be able to handle me anyway.
Oh Jesus! Don't be disgusting.
You look over. You look
I'm not
over
the
at
one who
Pilot.
started it.
His tongue is like at his feet.
Awooga!
While this is happening, like, Sheldon turns around and just check the D&D chat. He makes this expression.
Just the rock eyebrow.
The rock eyebrow. Oh my god.
Gosh.
But yes, my weird friends aside, and aside from wanting to come home and at least like see you before I hit the road again, just for a little bit, I was hoping maybe you might be able to help out a little bit with something.
Whoa! What do you mean a little bit? I thought you came back to get back to work. You keep the fort going around here when I'm not. Now you mean to tell me you're stepping out on me again?
Don't suppose you could take me and my friends to the back room, could you? I don't exactly want the patrons to hear exactly what we've gone through.
And she gestures to the back for all of you to walk through. Charles, I'm stepping out for a second. Okay, ma'am. I'll get it. Like something just
I'm
like falls.
Oh guy.
just for the sake of brevity, because I want to keep it. Can I grab a glass with some water, and I'm gonna put the flower in the water.
Sure.
Okay,
You
that's
can
it.
just kind of
I'll
take one when
follow
she's
through.
not looking. All right. She lets you all through, walks in, she closes the door, and she leans against it and puts her arms crisscrossed across her chest. All right, talk. What's going on? You're hiding something, and you know how I feel about secrets.
Okay, so first of all, I want to ask, how long have I been gone?
Let's see. Tomorrow is Wednesday. 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Fuck. Okay, well, I don't exactly know when it happened or what caused it, but I woke up 7 days ago in a cell branded by a cult.
What?
Look, don't worry, even I'm as confused as you are. I still have no idea why they'd pick me of all people.
He's
But-
killed 12 people.
I've got to have. Wait, have you even count?
He pulls out
No.
he pulls out like a tiny kobold-sized notebook and with like tally marks.
He's got like a tally chart. But long story short, I woke up in a cell, branded, and with that I will show her my collarbone to reveal the branding itself.
She like gasps. I thought I sensed
And-
some kind of dark energy. I thought I was just imagining things.
And long story short, we were told I have about 90 days to try and fix this, or I am going to lose myself to it. So as soon as I got out of there, captive state and I made my way for the road. I wanted to beeline it here as quickly as I could, but you know, the cult came up again and we had to try and thwart them where we could. End up in Eltoria, of all places.
And I bet the taverns there weren't as good as my own,
Well, I will say, the wine did smell like shit.
Badoomch.
But we were informed that the cult was heading through Alakara at some point, and well, not only is the cult heading through here, but a lot of our paths kind of merge here as well. So I figured if I wanted to kind of keep my ear to the ground, why not go to the one place that almost everyone seems to go to?
Well, this place is a focal point for this continent. Anyone who's anyone has stepped foot in this city at some point or another, and most never leave because they find a living here. Though, I must say, that cult, they wouldn't happen to be shady-looking fellas in black coats and metal, like, shoulder pieces.
That sounds about right, yes.
Well, then they're definitely here, because I've been serving them. They come in here in a droves full at a time.
Have you potentially heard anything? That might help us?
I normally don't turn into customers' private conversations, but they mentioned something about finding masks.
Interesting.
Also, something about in a couple of days they're taking off with a bunch of money they found to bank it somewhere. I assumed it was code.
When did you hear them say a couple of days?
Well, let's see. I can't remember the specifics. It was probably like 2 days ago now that I had overheard such a conversation, and they said it was in less than a week, though the particulars I'm not aware of.
Okay, this, yeah, because we heard the news that they were planning on moving stuff out of the city 2 days ago when we left Eltoria. So we wanted to try and get here to try and prevent them from leaving, or at least follow them back to their hideout.
Do you know what direction they would be going in?
Based on what, if I recall correctly, they were meant to be heading, I believe, north towards Urenfold.
I'm just gonna interrupt that. Urenfold is not north, but that's not the way. But they weren't heading there. They were heading north.
Okay. Okay, it's just like when I was looking at the map, when I was told like north, like Urenfold on the map is.
Well, okay, it's north of this position, but it's not like
Okay.
it's like you're going
It's
to
not
the
directly
right.
north.
You're not going. Yeah, they're talking going straight up, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Kieran, you're ruining my D&D. Come on.
Yeah. Well,
You're ruining my
What's
buzz.
this
over
meta?
You
What's
ruined
this
my
meta story
wine.
explaining?
Yeah, come on, Kieran. Come on.
you ruined my wine. I don't want to hear it from you.
Fair point.
But yes, they're meant to be heading north. I don't know the specifics of where they're heading, but apparently they've got something out there that they're going to be taking, essentially their horde to.
Well, I could access the Thieves Guild in the city. I have some contacts there. Perhaps they can get the information from you.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Honestly, like because I want to be rid of this as quickly as I can. Like I would rather not have this branding or the people of, well, anywhere at risk.
Of course, and I can't have my beloved son find himself under the control of, well, whatever the hells it is.
Hello?
Did you
yes.
not hear me?
Oh, no, I heard whatever the hells it is, and then like I heard nothing after that.
That was
Yeah,
it.
'cause
Yeah, that was the end of the
Okay, I was
sentence.
just, I was just checking. 'Cause
Now
like,
it's your turn again. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yay!
because, like, it went like definitely silent. I was like, okay, is there more? Like, do I wait? And then,
She just her eyes started going two different directions as the DM lost control of the character.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I just heard you. I just heard you start punching things into your computer. I
Boy.
thought, oh, he's like sending something to King, and it was like, oh, okay.
I was like waiting for the private message.
Yeah, so was I.
Oh no, not quite. Yes, if that's the case, then shit. How long do you reckon it would take for any information to get back to us?
Oh, I could have it here in about 2 hours if you want to spend some time. The mid-afternoon rush should be ending soon, so you'll have a little bit more privacy as well.
Wonderful. If that's the case, then I am going to... I probably am going to take some time to just survey the area nearby, because of the fact they've been frequenting here, from what you've said. They could be anywhere nearby. Potentially I could ask some questions.
By all means. You know it. My tavern is your tavern.
And I'm very thankful for that. But I'll get out of your hair now, so I'm not interrupting your work any further.
Oh, please. You're only interrupting Charles's work, and frankly, I'd like testing the kid to see if he can handle it.
Let's be honest. He seems like a good server, I'm going to be honest, but
Yeah, but there's nothing funnier than seeing him panic.
I will say that did look quite amusing, but you can't beat the original either. Like, I'm just that good, and with that, I'm just gonna like confidently like step out backwards of the room, like looking really smug.
She kind of like frowns a little and looks at the rest of you. He gets his arrogance from his father.
Does his father also work here?
She kind of like looks out the window at that response, realizing she maybe shouldn't have said anything. No, no, it's all right. No, his father and I aren't very well acquainted, actually. He just stays with me, keeping his distance from that man.
Oh, you're a great woman for taking him in then.
Well, I just found him alone one day, and I don't know, I saw a little bit of myself in him, and we quickly bonded, and I realized he was a good kid, just with no direction. I gave him a purpose, and now it looks like he's discovering himself truly, which, as much as the cult stuff bothers me, I'm glad he is benefiting from his time away.
Yeah, that's...
Now, I have to ask, and he would kill me if he was in the room right now. You there, and she's pointing at you, Celia.
Uh-oh.
Has my son taken favor with you yet?
I was drinking.
Celia like jolts back a tiny bit. She's because like that was such an unexpected thing, and it's like she's like, no, does he usually?
Oh no, he always fucking Reno's thing at his daddy issues. Oh, she kind of like touches her chest. Oh my, no, he's almost too much of a gentleman. I always tell him you'll never attract a woman unless you put yourself out there, and I don't know, now that I see he's traveling with a woman with such a adorable little face, I wondered. He's always been one for the more extravagant looking females, but I apologize. I seem to have overstepped.
Oh no, don't worry about it. It's all good. I'll tell you if there's any updates next time we meet.
I look forward to it.
W Riz? Is this how I pick up women? I just get my mum to speak well of me?
My mom always tells me she'd love to do that for me, but it would be too weird.
Like 5 sessions down the line, we're gonna end up on a dating show run by Edison's mom.
The Seraphina Dark Riz?
In this corner, ladies and gentlemen, we have Sheldon, and in this corner we have what I think is a female turtle. I sure hope it is. Now this turtle, although hasn't been doused in potion to make it a turtle yet, is only 200 years old and has a lot to give, so...
Insane.
Yo, dating show episode? Here we go.
Let's go.
Man. Okay. Before we leave, I want to ask, have you seen a wood elf by the name of Lloydian by any chance? Has he passed through here?
Wood elf. I mean, we get plenty of elves, though I'm afraid I can't say I've known a man of that name. Sorry.
Alright, I guess I'll have to look further then.
Someone important to you?
He's a dear friend of mine. One companion of ours that we met along the way told us that he was moving to Alakara. I was hoping I'd run into him.
Ah, I see. Well, yes, I'm afraid I have no information to offer you there, but believe me, people who are well connected in Alucard normally find their way to each other, so I'm sure you'll find him soon.
All right. Thank you for your time anyway.
Of course. All of you, feel free to stop by anytime you like.
We will. Thank you. Goodbye.
Fare thee
Then I-
well.
Yeah, I will. I'll leave.
Okay.
Damn, you're not even trying to risk her up while you're alone with her?
No, no, I'm getting a little shy after she said that.
Well, as you all walk out, since you're the biggest, you normally go last, Spastok, because you're the slow one. As you walk out, you hear like a bing, and you realize she slapped the ass of your mech as you walked out.
It suddenly makes sense where Edison gets it from, huh?
He had to get it from somewhere.
Hey, Edison, is your mom into machines?
I'm not going to answer that. That's fucking disgusting.
I'm because I'm sort of just like blushing. I'm like,
Bro is speaking binary.
are you?
Short-circuiting.
Are you? You look like you. Thank you. Thank.
Are you talking to? You're talking to her, right?
Yes.
She's like cutting food on the counter, and she looks back and smiles. For what? I didn't do anything. And then she just goes back to work.
I'm gonna sprint away.
Cast long
Me
strider.
with women. Oh, wait, I think Pilot might be me. That's insane.
So funny. Oh my god.
That's so fucking funny.
So you guys are gonna walk out, and I guess come back a little later to see if she has the information for you.
Yes.
Okay. So what are you gonna do in the meantime?
In the meantime, just I figured we would scope out like the nearby locale, see if there's anything that like catches anyone's eye in terms of shops, scenery, or in my case, keeping an eye out for people who look like cultists or anyone who might be able to point us in the right direction.
You mean
Of
people
what
who
we're
look sus?
Yes, exactly. People who look like they should be vented out.
Okay, so you head outside, busy walkways and all that. There's some shops around. Well, not really shop, like merchant stuff, like fish and farmed goods and stuff. But, so you're just gonna look around, or you're gonna ask around, or what are we doing here?
Well, gonna look around first of all, not really just mostly just kind of like scoping out the area as it is, just like get my bearings back again, like considering it's been 2 fucking weeks since I've been here.
Okay. The city is vast, a lot of people going on, a lot of business being done, kids playing in the streets, people sitting at cafes and, drinking tea and such. Ball's in your guys' court. You tell me where you want to go.
I'd like to go to Edison. Edison, is flying legal here?
King, would I know if flying is a crime here or?
Suddenly, an entire aircraft gun.
Suddenly, anti-air machine guns everywhere.
Yeah,
Anti-air magic missile.
I think you know the rules. Flying is allowed if you have a permit for it.
Okay.
Dude needs an FAA license. Holy shit.
Do need the fucking license? Crazy. Flying is legal, but you do need a permit for it. You can't exactly go flying willy-nilly.
Ah, that's too bad. I was hoping we could maybe use the broom to get an overhead view, but I guess not.
Yes, it's very unfortunate. But knowing how the city is, getting a relatively good overhead won't be too hard. King, the tavern itself, due to the fact that it is a tavern first, home second, I'm going to assume in your mind there would be multiple floors to it.
2, yeah.
Okay, so you get like the base floor and then the upper floor.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not like a major inn, it's just where like she
No, of
and
course.
you live. So.
Yeah. Oh, if that's the case then, fuck it, gang. We're going back inside and we're gonna start looking out the windows and shit. We
most
can't
like
fly, but we can look out the windows.
the most piss poor spy tactics, searching from home. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So you take them upstairs to the second floor, and you go into your room, and you look out the window.
Yeah, like, bro, like, look, I'm not gonna invade someone else's house.
High fantasy stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you.
How
Look,
does
this is
Edison's
my-
room not
This is
in
my fantasy, okay? Having several men and a woman in my room.
What does Edison's room look like?
So, Edison's room, as it's laid out, you can definitely tell that like an adult man lives there. Like, you know, like the beds, like yeah, like
There's only
laughable,
one
bro,
anime
like-
poster.
Yeah, like there's a few jars filled with like ominous liquids for some reason.
Ah.
That's a joke.
Is that a
like,
crack at my piss pot? Excuse you.
No,
I'm
it was
gonna.
a
I'm gonna
cum
check
jar.
the. I'm gonna check the drawers.
But,
He
like, no,
starts. Oh, you hear like swooshing of wood as he starts pulling stuff open.
Can you stop looking at my clothes?
Mom found the cum drawer.
But like, you know, there's a relatively large-ish bed, like you know, that's well kept. In terms of like, you know, what's on the walls, it's rather plain. Maybe a table, like, you know, where like, you know, you'll see like, you know, some journal stuff that I've written in. Maybe some empty ammo casings from like, you know, shots that I fired whilst training. And then,
There's
like,
a
you know,
hole in the
there's-
ceiling from a shot he fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
about to say in your room.
No, not. I'm not actively firing my room, but I'm collecting the shells to keep them, kind of thing.
Okay, so you're just firing out your window like that one scene from fucking what's it called, Schindler's List.
Exactly. But then, towards like by the
Bada,
door,
bada
there is
bing.
a bookshelf with like a fair amount of books, like a mix of fiction and non-fiction.
Right.
Could I take a look just as we're like,
Twilight.
you know, going in the room? Twilight, holy shit.
Anyway,
Actually, Twilight?
No, that doesn't exist here. We have good vampire books here.
Okay.
Roasted. Anyways, yeah, you look around. I mean, it's like, you know, wooden room, giant, thick tree-like beams supporting it, couple bookshelf, small desk, unmade bed
I'll say
because he's a young
thick.
man. Jars of mysterious liquids for some reason.
That was a gag. There are no mysterious liquids in my room.
If you
I know.
watch where you're stepping, you might step on the polyhedral dice he keeps on the floor. So
I was about to say liar. Yes, dude.
Yeah, like whilst everyone else is either looking out the window or admiring my rather roomish room, I'm going to be looking out the window towards the streets to see if I can, like, if anyone like stands out that looks odd.
careful, Kieran. If you keep describing stuff like roomish room, I might have to give you inspiration. So
Bro, like, all I'm saying is like, look, this is a very roomish room, okay? Like, you know, there's nothing more roomy than this room, okay? Like,
Okay,
it's got 4
I'm-
walls
okay.
in the ceiling.
I'm moving this
Are we
along.
talking-
You look out
are
the
we talking about
window.
a room?
You look out the window. I mean, nothing suspicious jumps out at you. So
Okay.
you know, unless you're looking for specifics that I wouldn't know of unless you told me.
Just looking for like people that would match the description of like, you know, black cloaks, armor, anyone that would fit like what the cultist would look like.
I mean, there's some people in
Inside
black
of your room.
cloaks, but they don't, you know, they don't wear the mask. They're not dressed like
No, of
cultists
course.
necessarily. It's just black cloaks, you know.
Yeah.
If you don't Google that though, it'll come up something else.
Huh.
But-
why are all those fellows over there wearing white cloaks? It's really weird.
That's not what I meant. But yeah,
Why are they pointed?
you don't see suspicious activity outside of the tavern. So, just people going about their days. There is one orc who shoves over like a drow person, but a guard comes
What,
in and breaks that up, so it's not really an important thing.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then realizing that this makeshift vantage point was a bust, I am going to lead everyone back out again, back to the streets.
All right, take 2. We're on the street again.
Back in the streets, baby!
Giant fucking city. You can go wherever you want, guys. Let's go back inside.
Let's go have some gossip in my bedroom, okay?
Everyone, he's
Yeah,
got,
you-
he's
you
got
got- you-
pajamas for all. Yeah.
You got an Xbox?
Man, cities are way way too hectic.
I got this Dwarvana Box 360 here. It's got like.
You got Call of Cthulhu on there?
Okay, that's enough.
I've got this spin-off series called Call of Justice. It's about like the Knights of Justice and like their campaign and shit.
Oh, is that the one with the? Do you prefer multiplayer or illithid game mode on there?
Yeah, that's the one with the shadow circle. They're pretty bad dudes. There's 5 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. You mentioned, based on the layout of the city and the fact, like, there is, like, the docks and such, would I know of anywhere within the city that would be specifically designed for holding stuff like carts? Like stuff like, for transportation?
Okay, interesting question. There are a handful of, like, stables and such. Typically, there's no place for holding, like, a vast majority of carts. If anything, they would just be lined up outside of one of the gateways for exiting purposes. That's where people, line up, state their business and come and go, so...
If that is the case, then, based on what we do know, I would like to head towards the northern exit.
Okay.
While we're walking there, Leah will just like say with the group. By the way, do you guys think that they'll be transporting the blue mask that we saw in the tavern? Yeah.
Most likely.
It's entirely possible.
I have an idea. I didn't prepare it for today. I'm super sorry, but tomorrow, I know of a spell. It's called Locate Object. It's basically exactly as the name says. As long as I've seen an object before, I can locate it anywhere within, I think, 1,000 feet or a mile. If by tomorrow they're still here, we could maybe use that to try and find it.
That actually sounds like a really good idea. Okay, yes. If we're not able to find anything today, and any of our plans go bust, we might actually do that.
Okay.
With that, like, Edison's just gonna keep walking ahead towards the northern exit.
All right. You guys begin to make your way over there. You do see, you see the Adventurers Guild that they keep in the area. Outside, there's some various wanted posters for low-level thugs, not really worth your time. But 2, I will say, specifically stick out to you.
Okay.
1 is a wanted poster for a familiar-looking half-dragon. It is a black half-dragon going by the name of Rezmir. There's not actually a set bounty yet. It says price is negotiable, but the term highly defended and highly dangerous are placed upon it.
Interesting.
So, and you recognize the image. It is definitely her. There's another one. It's actually not a wanted poster. It's a missing poster. It says legendary soldier Demon Thorn been missing for quite some. It doesn't actually give a set amount of time, but it says It just says a long time. Many losing hope. This figure needs to be returned to our forces immediately.
Demon Thorn. This is
That's
Shouldn't we just
Daniel's
ask him?
friend.
that's Daniel's friend, right?
Yeah.
Daniel?
I don't think he's
Yeah.
with us, right?
Oh, is
Where
it?
did he
No,
run
I-
off
he
to
went- he
again?
split up
Do that
earlier.
thing.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, I'm definitely taking this. We're gonna have to. Well, I'm gonna bring this up to him next time we see him, just in case it is worth mentioning.
Perhaps if we take the wanted poster for Rezmir as well, we might be able to take it to some sort of bureau, maybe see if we can find more information about them.
Did you just come up with a fucking good idea?
Probably.
Probably. That's the answer.
Pilots and good ideas, those two don't go well. Last time, we tried going into a camp of kobolds without knowing how to speak to them.
He's never living that one down.
No, he's not, and it's so good. Actually, that's a solid idea. Actually, how about that? I am going to take the wanted poster for Resmir as well.
Okay. So add those to your notes.
Yep. Give me my notepad.
Continue on your way, my children. Yeah, you eventually get to the northern exit. There's tons of carriages there, none of them very well concealed. So from what you can see, it's just various, like, merchants and stuff making their way out. A couple artisans, there's a jeweler and such. You do see one of the guards. He is speaking to a middle-aged looking man with a thick black beard. The man is wearing a black cloak. He has a sword at his hilt. And I need one of you to make a perception check.
Could I do that, guys?
Of course.
Thanks, man. All right, perception check, baby. And before I do that, I would like to touch myself. Not weirdly.
At least call Seraphina first, so she can take.
No.
I touch myself. I say, "Wait, I'm goaded," and give myself guidance.
You did not just say that to yourself. I'm goaded. She wouldn't even know what that means.
Well, she does now.
It's funny. Okay, hold on. And then that is a 16 total.
Wait,
Okay.
on the toe.
So, Leah, you do spot under his cloak the mask, not the one you're searching for, but a gray mask that is similar to the masks that the cult members wear. So this guy.
Okay.
So you see this guy talking to the guard, and it looks like he is a member of the cult. So.
Okay, I'd quickly turn towards the group and quietly say, "This guy, he's got a mask right there." And then I discreetly point at the mask that the guy's got around his waist.
I just imagine like one of those Wojciech reactions.
Is it Leah pointing soy jack?
Nice.
All right. Well, at least know that we're on the right track. I don't exactly want to make a commotion here, but if we can follow him potentially, that would be probably for the best.
Yep. I think you're right.
Yeah, who's he with, King?
He's talking to one of the town guards.
That's a shame.
We're just gonna kill him right here and now, I guess. But yeah, if that's the case, then I am going to, continue walking as if, I'm not heading in their general direction, but then, just kind of, linger around the area as if I'm, idly window shopping, so then when the cultist does move, I can begin to follow them.
Okay.
Is there any way I can try and eavesdrop on them?
You can certainly try.
What do you want me to roll?
If I will. If you'd make your plan public to the group that you're gonna eavesdrop, I would also
Okay.
give you guidance.
I'm gonna sort of look at Zelia. I'm gonna sort of just tap my ear and point at them. Or suddenly point.
Gotcha. And then she
All right.
catches you.
I'll give you.
Oh, me too.
I'll give you a choice on what you can do. Okay. You can either try really hard to just listen in from a distance, which means I'd need a really high roll, and you probably
Athletics.
wouldn't get all the I mean, just I'm talking perception to overhear the conversation, or you can get in close and hear everything they say, but I'll need a stealth check then.
Perception it is.
Saw that one coming.
Okay, well, right off the bat, that's a 22 without even using the guidance.
That's insane.
Uh,
Please be a 3 at least.
Are you rolling the guidance too?
Do you want? Okay, well, I can, I suppose.
The better the roll,
just
the
in
more
case.
you'll overhear. So
True. It's a D4 for guidance,
It's a D4.
right?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's a 2, so makes a total of 24.
24. Okay. So you get a good distance away from them, just a little farther from your companions, and you do your best to just kind of, look off into the distance while focusing in your hearing on that position. You don't hear everything, but from the sounds of it, the guy is talking to the guard about how many carriages can depart at a time as a group. if they need separate passes for each of them to get through, if the merchandise they have on them gets like heavily inspected, and like what is and isn't allowed into the town, and you hear something about you just hear the word dozens.
Okay.
Oh.
Is there? Can I roll? Do I know anything about some sort of where I would go to learn anything about a well, where the fuck do you go to check passports in the D&D verse? Where would I know? Like a bureau or something, like a law bureau or something.
That would have to be. Let me look at my locations here. Well,
I take it I would know that as a citizen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, personal information on individuals can be found at the library, though it varies from person to person. But if you're talking like, almost like immigration status and such,
like trades and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, there is. Where the hell is it? I had a name for it. There is technically. Well, yeah. We can say bureau. I didn't really put a title on it, but yeah, the Bureau of Individual Acquiescence. Bit of a mouthful.
Name.
But, it's also just the Bureau of Trade as well for simpler effect. And there it talks a lot about the individuals and stuff. Not like their personal information, but you know who's who. So.
Okay, good to know.
So library or there are your options.
Right. So they had mentioned just about sort of fake IDs and things, right?
Who said that?
That's what I overheard. Like they're mentioning about, you know, like talking about in case their stuff gets checked.
Yes,
guessing
they're
it's like fake
yeah. He's
IDs.
just trying to get info from the guard about the policies and such. And then he says, and then he's like, you know, there's dozens, and then you hear that too. So,
Is there anything that sort of suggests that this is just a general conversation for information, or is this more something like to indicate this guard as maybe a corrupt?
no, for what you could tell, the guy is being very general in his question asking, so he's just trying to get information out of it. The guard is not in on it.
Okay, right. That's okay. I'm not going to share with the group just yet. I'll share it whenever we kind of convene.
Okay.
Anybody
yeah,
else want to go?
No, I'm currently just waiting to see what direction the cultist heads in to see if I can kind of trail him back to where he might end up going.
I would tap Sheldon on the shoulder and I'd be like, "Hey, can't you transform into like some small animal to get closer to them without them noticing?"
Yes, mind you that I haven't learned too much to control those forms, so I will only be able to transform in animals that, you know, can walk. Like, I can't transform in a bird and have an
but like
aerial
rat.
view.
A rat or something just to get closer to get you know.
A rat would be perfect, yeah. Wouldn't be suspicious at all.
Yeah.
I'll transform and just follow the cultist.
So are you going to?
You know, you could have just said yes.
Are you going to listen in
Well-
on his conversation, or you're doing it just so you can track where he goes?
I will be at first listening in,
Okay.
and if I find out that he's immediately on the move, I'll follow. Otherwise,
Okay.
I will be going back to the party and informing what I've heard.
Okay. So you run up to like a little rock nearby to where you can listen in on what they're saying. I don't see the problem. What the problem is with having proper documentation. You and as many individuals as you are bringing along on this journey need them. I understand that, but if we were all of the same organization, I thought we only needed documentation on one individual to explain that we are all from the same company. What exactly company are you a part of, sir? Oh, we are bankers, actually. We have a large pool of gold in our possession that we need to have transported and saved away from our noblemen here in Alakara. I see. But Elakara has a vast banking system of its own. The king himself wants everything saved here, for financial purposes. I understand that, but we have some out-of-town individuals who want their wealth in a displaced environment. We're taking it actually somewhere far off. Where are you? Hang on, let me double-check the name of the place. Yeah. Do you remember the civilization known as Castle Neatea? I'm afraid I don't know the name. Well, it's a place. It's run down and everything, but there's actually a way to hold up in there and keep it safe. That's where we plan on taking our wealth. It is north of here.
Can you repeat the name, by the way?
It's kind of a mouthful, so I'll just copy and paste it. Uh-huh.
What else is a mouthful?
Yeah.
Castle Neartar. So, Neartar.
Oh wait, a castle.
Look, buddy, I don't care what the problem is. You have to show proper documentation for everybody. Alright, I understand. How many are in your party, anyway? I told you that already. There's enough of us. We have 4 wagons already. And you'll be starting at what point? So we can get the documentation set up for you to just sign off on for your conjugant. I would say, let's see, about 3 days' time now. It was a week. The boss said a week a while back, and I believe we were down to 3 days left in our time here. We're still getting everything set up. Indeed. Well, then we should be ready by then. You'll be traveling alongside others for the sake of the caravan, which is fine. That's what we want. We have some guards on patrol with us anyway. We might also be looking to hire some individuals. Do you know where the mercenary department is? He gives them directions. All right. Good day to you, sir. And the cult members takes off.
Is he running towards our party or away from our party?
He's walking at a very brisk pace, and he is heading away from you guys. Not that he really knows you're looking at him, but yeah.
I decide to go back to the party and inform everything that I've heard, because it's quite a significant amount.
Okay, you relay the information.
I need to exit my wall shape first.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna hear.
You forget it first. You're just squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeak, and then you turn back to normal.
All right. I heard quite a significant amount of information. The cultist was trying to get some paperwork done with the guard to transport about 4 wagons worth of stuff. They are moving it to Castle Neretar. I haven't heard of the place. Maybe one of you has. They'll be leaving in about 3 days, and they are gonna hire some mercenaries to defend the wagons. That's basically all I've heard.
Nice.
Could I roll history to see if I've heard of Castle Neartar?
Go right ahead.
If you make that, I can give you guidance if you let the group know that you're trying to remember.
That's a 17.
So are you using guidance, or do you want me to answer?
Well, Edison's just in thought. He's not exactly going to think about,
Okay. No guidance then. All right.
Fat head.
17. The name sounds familiar, you don't know anything about it. It's like an old thing.
Yeah, it checks out. Edison reads, but he doesn't read boring books.
No.
He reads cool books.
He reads cool books about tieflings riding motorcycles and jumping through hoops of fire. or
Steamy
something.
tentacle novels, yeah.
Yeah, those. My favorite.
Mine too.
I read this horror book recently called From Tusk Till Dawn. It's about a bunch of orcs that hold out in a nightclub. It's crazy.
I just watched the kill count on that too.
So did I.
Yeah, that's what I thought where that came from. Thank you, James. Anyways. So what are you guys doing?
If they are heading towards the they're thinking of picking up some mercenaries. I got a really fucking dumb idea.
Oh,
You don't suppose we are the mercenaries, I hope.
That's exactly
ding,
what I'm
ding, ding,
thinking.
ding.
Hold on a second. Wouldn't they know Daniel and Spastalk?
Well,
Oh.
they'd know the kobold inside.
Oh.
And if you recall correctly, I remember. Actually, I'm going to double check with King, actually, just to see, just so that I'm not, like, assuming shit.
Thank you.
When we were cleaning up the other day, would I have seen that Daniel had. Excuse me. Would I have seen the fact that Daniel had disguised himself to look more akin to an average person when he was cleaning up?
Yeah, I think he just
We
did
wo-
that, like, around all of you, so...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was just checking, just in case. Well, yes, like, they only saw the kobold inside the suit. They didn't actually see Spastok himself. And on top of that, Daniel can disguise himself. So if need be, we can quite easily work all of us in there.
Well, you need to remember as well. I mean, they will be savvy on the fact that, you know, they did encounter us at the actual castle at day one whenever we got out.
While that is a valid point to raise, I get the feeling that this group is far too vast and diverse to have everyone know everything about what's going on. We might just
Mayhaps,
be
but I'm just worried. Whenever me and Daniel were there, we did gather that they were moving in at least two groups. The group that we interacted with were a little bit behind the forward group, due to the kobolds. It would have to depend on what group it was.
Yes, and not only that, but it also depends on how far behind they are, because when we got to Eltoria, I didn't see any signs of the cult, and that was the direction that I assumed that they were going in,
Well,
which means that this is entirely possible that this might be the forward group, and the other group that we were tracking has gone elsewhere.
Well,
There's a lot to consider.
there's nothing to say they couldn't have posed as a caravan or trader of some sort.
That is entirely true. But then the time span as well. Like, Sheldon just said that, like, they mentioned about, like, being here about a week at most, and they're planning to leave in 3 days. That would mean that, well, they can't have been the ones that we were following, because we were maybe, like, a day behind.
Maybe they're waiting for the other group to get here.
That's entirely possible.
Well, it couldn't be in the second group, given that that was the one occupied by mostly kobolds. So it's very likely we could actually be ahead of them. It could be the first group. In fact, it's more likely to be the first group.
It is entirely possible.
You love saying that, don't you?
Well, yes, because it is entirely possible.
Fair play.
Because we've got a few ways we can approach this. We can either try and sign up with them as mercenaries and escort them there and give Leosin a good idea of where they're held up. Or we could potentially see about trying to stop them leaving the city.
How would you go about that?
Based on how the city runs and its ideas of hierarchy and people in power, if we could worm our way in and potentially say something about some people trying to get in, potentially to harm the king or anyone, they might be a bit more lenient of shutting off any and all traffic going in and out just in case.
Sleazy.
Hold on, guys. I have the dumbest idea. Since we know where they are headed, what if we send a couple of us as the mercenaries, and the other group sets an ambush?
Are you seriously suggesting we split the party again?
No, not
The
as
last time this happened, I fell down a fucking hole with goblins, and I almost had you ram into me at full speed as a shell.
All right, hang
Well,
on.
it doesn't-
Let me flip to the page of goblins in the monster manual.
It doesn't have to be forever. I mean, the ambushing group can be pretty close by, probably a couple of 100 meters back. It's a city, so things are going to be pretty densely packed anyway. They could keep a good enough head and cover.
But could also be that if they're looking for a certain number of mercenaries, so then we'd have to fight the cult plus some other mercenaries, potentially.
Which is why I
Good
suggested
point.
about all of us signing up together. That way we could potentially outnumber whoever they hire.
Odd that they're looking for mercenaries given their number.
What if the two groups that have been split are split by combat effectiveness? What if group 1 is more so hoarders and collectors, and group 2 are the combatants that are going out and actually pillaging for them?
It's hard to know. From whenever we were there, it seemed that it was purely because they wanted to travel as one, but because of the kobolds' slower pace, they had lagged a bit behind.
See, not only
Seemed to
that,
be the definitive reason.
see, that sounds like a very valid point, but the fact that they're looking for mercenaries, as you've implied, like, you know, if they are as plentiful in numbers as they are, if they are combat ready, why would they look for additional bulking in numbers?
Hold
It's
up.
entirely possible that we're just dealing with fucking cultists who may as well just be the common man.
Hold up. Now that you mention it, that they split up because the kobolds were too slow, that would imply that the group we encountered has to be behind us. Because, let's say, it took us how many days to get here?
Like 2.
2.
Yeah, that's what Edison was saying about the time travel, or the trap. What am I on about?
Time
Time
travel?
travel?
Oh,
Time
we're
travel.
Not, we're not doing that this campaign, no.
Uh, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, that's what Edison was saying. The time it would take to travel here, it doesn't make sense. And while that was a valid point, I don't think it's enough.
Alright, well, what I will say is, due to the fact that we are aware that they are going to be here 3 more days before they leave, I suggest we head back to tavern and we take a vote. We'll wait for Daniel to get back when he can. He'll cast his vote whether we decide to go about shutting down the city for the moment to try and halt them in their progress until the Knights of Justice catch up, or we just follow them and we try and sign up with the mercenary group.
I say we just try sign up with a mercenary group, because for all we know, they might only look for a group today, and once they found one, that's it.
That is a good point. Sheldon, Pilot, what do you think?
I would really like Daniel's opinion.
Well, I am pretty sure this is the forward group. If they're sitting here for 3 days, I'd say they're probably waiting to somebody to follow up. If you were hiding a group of fighters in the city, where would you hide it?
Well, I can't really say. I'm not really well versed with hiding people. Serving people is one thing. Hiding myself is another thing, but other people, not exactly my forte.
All right, you guys see the hawk familiar in the air. It's flying around, and once it
No
spots
way!
you, it flies down to like it kind of floats in the air above you guys, kind of just acting as like a tracking beacon. Though it does start to like fly down one of the streets, like stopping partway to turn around and look at you.
Well, I guess it
Suppose
wants us
we
to follow
follow?
it.
Yep.
I guess we're following it.
There we go.
Let's go, gang. Let's follow the suspicious bird.
While we are following it, we fall into a trap with goblins.
That just becomes the staple of this campaign.
That'd
You
be
keep
so
on
funny. We
following
go
it.
through an alley and there's just goblins there.
Yeah, I want it to be like the Team Rocket.
The Team Rocket One campaign is just goblins.
Yeah.
Oh.
Eventually, you guys, after a good 10 minutes or so, you're on like one of the main walkways for a lot of people. As the hawk comes towards a corner, it vanishes, and Daniel steps out from behind. He's actually got his hood drawn up to really like cover his face.
There you guys are. I've been looking for you.
Yeah, sorry about that. We went to the tavern and then we began to look for any information that we could on where the cultists could be. Did
That's
you get
good.
what you needed to do sorted?
Yeah, I had to check in on someone, and they're all right, and that's all that matters. So, is there anywhere else you need to go, or should we just go to the tavern and discuss things?
Can you understand me when I talk like
Yeah,
that?
we
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, I get it,
perfectly,
yeah.
perfectly.
Well, I don't have anything on the agenda. Do any of you? Anything that you want to do?
I'm saying time's running, so we should get that whole mercenary thing sorted out first.
I'd also
Yeah.
like to at least pop around the bureau of the law. At least I want to investigate, see what they know about this man. Clearly, they were. What's the name of him again? Rada? No,
Who?
the begin with R.
Oh, you're thinking of Resmir.
That's a woman.
Resmir. Resmir. Sorry. No, I know. I wanted to see what they know about him because clearly they know enough about him to have one of these. And I'm gonna hold up the picture.
Well, yes, it would be a very good idea to see what other information we could learn from about them. Right, before we go
Let's
anywhere,
let the
I want you to
party-
weigh in on your thoughts, Daniel. Because we got 2 plans currently in the works, both of which means that we can keep an eye on the cult as best as we can, but it also means that both kind of, I don't know, there's a fair few pros and cons to both. One of them, as Zelia just mentioned about like signing up for the mercenaries, we found out that the cult is planning to move in 3 days, and they are currently looking for mercenaries to help escort their caravan. Now, the fact that they're looking for mercenaries in the first place, on my own assumption, based on their own numbers, I would assume that they wouldn't need too many mercenaries unless they were actively, low on fighters. Like, I don't know what you experienced in that camp, or if they had any mercenaries there, but
They did.
Divas.
I'm surprised Spaztok here didn't relay that information.
He kind of glares at you a little bit.
Well, I just let you do all the work, smartass.
Look, from what they were actually suspicious of the mercenaries they had there, so it would make sense they're trying to get new ones. As we know, the cult is pretty reliable in terms of its own soldiers. They're willing to die for the cause. But if this is a group that isn't filled with fighters, and that would beg the question because they're looking for backup, it means they don't have enough men to fight for themselves and protect what they have. So I think it's actually a pretty good idea if we were to try and infiltrate.
Well then, that's 3-4 infiltrating with mercenaries then. Do either of you object? I say, looking at Spaztok and Sheldon.
You haven't even told him my plan.
At first, I was a little concerned because I would figure they may still recognize us from the castle, but I have a feeling that I might be able to spruce up my design a bit.
They didn't even see your design. They only saw you outside of it.
Did they not see me at, the castle at the very start of this?
First of all, it was a prison, buddy. Get it straight.
Then we moved to the castle in the village?
No, that was a keep.
God.
Look, if you're going to use terminology, please do it right. I get
Just-
you're a kobold and your brain's a little smaller than ours, but...
Think about it like this,
he says, pointing to his noggin.
Almost every cult member that has fought against us has perished. The only person who didn't would be Cyanrath. But he saw me and Edison, and I don't even think he'd be a part of this group. He never saw you in the mech. And in my case, I could disguise myself. Or worst case, I'll just cover myself up with this cloak.
Well, do you know what? I'm gonna turn and look at Edison and sort of half smile. That's a very valid point.
Oh, we're doing this again.
I should have just sold you off to the fucking miners.
Did I miss something? What happened between you two?
Just ignore him as usual.
All right. Well,
I hope you know that if something bad happens to you, I will laugh. And then I'll help you, but then I'll continue laughing.
And nothing bad ever happens to me.
You're
Regardless.
literally born a kobold. Everything bad happens to you.
All right, we don't have time for this. What was the other plan?
God, you're so good at playing Edison.
Kieran is
I
Edison.
mean, Daniel.
Oh.
I
Am
said
I?
that on accident.
Is that a joke?
No, I said that on accident.
Sheldon, what was your idea?
No, I mean saying I'm
I-
good at it, but
Okay, my plan was that we have a group set an ambush, and the other a part of our group infiltrates the mercenaries.
I like the turtles idea.
The issue with it is...
You're suggesting we
that
split the party again? That didn't work out
No,
so
that's
well the
what I
last
said.
time.
Not by much. This time, no one's
I-
going down a hole. Probably a couple 100 meters behind the rest of the group. It'll really not be too far.
What
I mean,
would- wait.
exactly. We
Especially
wouldn't be
'cause-
split.
Yeah, because like one of the group is literally just waiting for the other. It's not like the other's going out on a fucking excursion.
Guys, what would an ambush bring us if we're all there anyways? Regardless of what we do.
She's not entirely
Because
wrong.
we have a group inside the caravan that basically catches them off guard.
Not a
if
bad
we
idea.
betray them on a dime, that's going to catch them off guard regardless.
Though,
Valid, but we still.
Plus, we run into the issue of if we split and one of the groups runs ahead and they have scouts and they see you waiting, it makes you look suspicious. If we run into an issue of potentially you following and lingering, maybe like a few 100 feet nearby, again, scouts, if you're caught, it then makes the newbies within the mercenaries look suspicious as well. But if we all sign up, admittedly, it's going to make us look fucking suspicious regardless because we're fucking mercenaries, and I'm going to be honest, not really an occupation I feel comfortable with being in the company of. But there's that already established suspicion of, oh, they're only here for money, which means that we've got a better chance of at least getting to jump on them as opposed to if we're caught chasing them or waiting for them.
though, if the people inside got caught and they were arrested by the cult thinking they weren't actually mercenaries, those of us hiding in the shadows would be able to come save them then, rather than if all 5 of us were caught at the same time.
There's a lot of pros and cons to this, isn't there?
I think Sheldon has an idea. But instead of
I
people
do
running
agree.
ahead, we simply have a group sit outside of the caravan. Whenever it takes off, they just travel alongside it, hiding far away enough that they won't be seen, but able to jump in at a moment's notice if necessary.
Exactly. That's what we're saying. Yeah, it sounds like a great idea.
At the same time, no scouting ahead, because we wouldn't want to get caught by their own scouts.
We do know exactly where they're going. That is also a critical point of information.
Yes, we have a named location, but whether they're actually heading there or if they're using that as a stopping point before going elsewhere, we have no idea.
They did
I
mention
would-
they were going that way.
I have to admit, I would really like to actually be able to catch them instead of just following them at this rate.
What if they go to the castle and they meet up with the other party?
Well, again, they're probably a good bit behind them. I'd say
Yes,
them
but-
waiting here with the 3 days, I'd say they're probably going to arrive by the time before they leave. Now would be an ideal time to actually strike and deal some damage.
But we don't know where they're going. Or you say we do. What if at this castle their leaders are waiting to meet them there? If they don't show up, the leaders might not show up either.
This is quite a conundrum we've gotten ourselves into.
Anyway, guys, I have a rope.
I'm very
That'll
proud of
solve
you.
everything.
All right, well, I will say this: we're going to need at least one heavy hitter on the inside, one on the outside, if we are going to go with Sheldon's idea. Yes.
I just saying that you may not want to throw my hat in the ring for what I have planned for that then.
Well, if you would rather follow up behind, that's good, because I want you nowhere near me.
I was thinking more of going on the inside this time. And trust me,
perfect.
I have an idea.
Oh, did you learn how to speak Draconic this time?
No,
Oh,
but
well, you should probably do that if you're going to go inside the cult again. That'd be great.
there are no kobolds this time around.
Are you sure of that?
Well, in this script there aren't.
Well, in this group, maybe, but what about when you actually get to the castle itself? You gonna converse with the kobolds there, or are you just gonna sit there and shit on the floor again?
Okay, you know what? Yeah, okay. Fuck me, I guess. Screw
he's
my
in-
dreams.
He's in the mech, so he'd just be a mercenary.
True. I just like
Right.
winding them up.
He doesn't have a wind up though.
Why, you little...
Look, okay, Alright, so who's going inside with Pilot?
Fuck you. I don't want to go inside no more.
No,
Going
I think-
outside.
I think you should go inside. You're too loud and metallic to hide in the shadows. I'm best suited for that.
You reckon?
Yes.
Well...
Besides, you'd make a good mercenary. They want someone big and like you, durable,
This
that they
is
think they could
true,
hide behind.
but I'm gonna... Pilot sort of takes out this blueprint, and on the blueprint you can see some sort of a more sleek panel armor on him. It's like, well, how about that, huh? It's a stealth rework for Spice Talk, so it should be able to get me in and out, no problem. ASA freaking P. Much better than anything that you've got with that nasty old gun of yours.
You know, you're talking a lot of shit for someone whose fucking hydraulics can be blown out with a single force.
I don't know if my mic picked that up.
Oh, it did.
Okay, good.
I would like you to know that, with all due respect, Pilot.
Thank you, you know, with all due respect.
Yes, with all due respect.
With all due respect.
What are you, a fucking child?
What are you, a fucking child?
I swear to fucking. You hear the click of the revolver. I'm going to fucking.
Gentlemen. Can we not murder each other for 5 fucking minutes?
Oh, you're making the turtle curse. This is serious.
Yep.
I'm just gonna sort of, like, from eyeing up Kieran, I'm just gonna look over at the turtle. I'm gonna be like, he scares me whenever he's angry.
You hear a couple
You know,
up line.
I'm-
I don't know, babe. I could have sworn I heard a
Truce?
gun around here. We should keep moving.
Fuck it.
Look, I'm content. If you want me to go on the inside and act as a merc, so be it. But just be aware, the stealth design does show a lot of promise. It's influenced from one of my older designs, and I've been looking for a period to cook it up. It's entirely up to you, though. That's the bottom line.
All right. Well, if you want to try out your stealth suit of sorts, your little upgrade, I will encourage it. Fuck it. I will go sign up with these pesky mercenaries. I think they might want someone who can put holes in stuff.
I'll join as well. Seeing that I'm quite bulky and armored, I assume they want me inside as well.
Dickhead, it was your idea to split it in two. What's Zelia gonna do?
I'm gonna go on
Daniel.
I'm gonna go on the inside, I think.
Okay, so we've got 4 out of the 5 people going on the inside. Okay.
No,
And
will
I-
Daniel not be on the outside?
I
So we're gonna have 1 person on the outside. That's how we're doing
Yeah,
this. That's how we're
other
splitting
than
this.
Daniel, the 4 of you have all volunteered to infiltrate as a mercenary. So
fine. I guess I'm sitting outside by myself.
We're gonna have one guy on the outside. Okay, well at that point, it's not even valuable splitting it up.
I know,
Yeah, no.
I know I'm a little off-putting, but you guys are being dicks about it.
All right.
I figured
Okay.
going 3 and 2 would make more sense.
Yeah, I think Pilot, with your whole stealthy, you can go outside. We can.
No!
Go,
Yes.
Oh yeah, goody! I gotta go with Daniel again.
I'm gonna behead myself. I'm gonna behead myself.
It's gonna be like a running gag. Daniel and Spaz talk little adventures.
Daniel and Spaz talk the dream.
He's like rubbing the back of his neck. And
Honestly, guys, maybe it's a dumb idea. Maybe we should just all infiltrate. I don't know, man.
Well,
Daniel, I
I'm
know
looking
you don't
over at
want to.
Daniel, and I look over at Daniel. I just mouth. I'm so sorry.
yeah, same.
he pulls back his bandages so you can see his lips, and he just mouths "fuck you."
I'm gonna get us a song. We're gonna make a theme song. It's gonna be so cool.
While this is happening, Sheldon just like turns to Daniel and just makes a little heart symbol with his hands.
You
And
just
turns
all
away.
had to volunteer to go in the same place.
We'll make it up to you.
I'm going to
We
be honest. I was
promise.
kind of set on
It's like we're Scooby-Doo up in this bitch.
Scooby who?
You didn't read those books? Never mind, it's not important. They'd split up but do the same groups constantly. It never worked out.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry, guys. Let's split up and look for clues.
You did read it!
But I was thinking more so along the lines of,
Scooby Doo
terms
and the
of-
Eldritch Horrors.
in terms of the group split, I know for a fact that whoever's inside, I would like Zilia to be with them just in case stuff does kick off and a helping hand is needed from the word go. I think that is a necessity. That someone does need to have at least any kind of healing capabilities on the inside in case shit does hit the fan and we can't jump in like within like the first fucking minute.
I don't
If
know, honey. Why are
also-
these people talking about infiltrating? That's pretty weird, because there are people just all around you, so... And you're
We're
planning-
whispering.
I fucking forgot that Alakara is a really nosy city. Let's head back to the tavern.
Thank you. Okay. You
Well,
guys...
this-
Just out in
Walk
the
back.
street, just shouting this entire plan.
You didn't go anywhere. Daniel just met up with you in the street, so yeah, you're
It's
literally
like,
just
"Hey,
plotting in
guys."
the middle of the road.
I thought it was
Just
just like a more
hey guys, we're gonna infiltrate somewhere. Is that okay? Yeah.
I love
Alright.
the idea.
And if they're
I love
onto us, we kill them. Yeah!
I love the idea of the cultist basically walking away. Little rat just runs away from him and just goes, "Okay, guys, this is what they said." Dude might be like 2 blocks away. Just hears the dude shouting exactly what he said.
Are they talking about me? Caravan? Not there. What?
That can't be me, right, guys?
That wouldn't be me, right?
You guys
I'm
are
glad we
cursed.
called this all a 5 intelligence.
Yeah. My last 5 intelligence modifiers trying to stay cohesive. Yeah.
Alright, we're going back to the tavern then. To further
Wonderful.
discuss.
Wonderful. So this is the 3rd time you've gone to the tavern today.
We just love it over here. It's great.
It's getting later afternoon time. This has been going on for a while. You guys return. It is a lot less busy now. There's only a handful of patrons. Wait, do I have a map? I might have a map for this. Hang on. Let's see.
Oh, bungle.
No way.
In my mind, I just hear the fucking Edison's mom just going like, "Back again? I know you have daddy issues, but you also have mommy issues now."
Yes, clearly. Guru
Cla-
fucking Gaga or something.
Huh? Weirdo.
Oh,
Wow,
What's
what a
the bro
lovely
saying?
day. Lovely weather we got having in Alakara today, huh, guys?
You guys are so weird.
I'll use a mage hand to shut you up.
We know you love us.
It's a strong phrase, a word. Okay, so you guys come back. I assume you get drinks, so have a couple of you go over to the bar while the rest of you sit down for a second. I do have a map for this, though. Here we go.
Yeah, if at the bar there's no people, and then I'd assume we'd sit down at the bar.
Oh, what a guy. Look at this. What a
Huge.
comfy place.
Wow, I wonder what's to the right there.
Huh.
That's another
Big ominous
building.
place. Oh, that's my coming area.
That's Edison's room. That one
Big room.
Anyways,
average male room.
Oversized mattress on floor. Nothing going on.
So you're gonna, Edison, you're gonna fulfill an order for your table, I suppose?
Of course I am.
Okay.
His shrine
What?
My shrine.
in his room. His cum shrine.
Gosh, you guys
I
are
don't have
just...
to come shrine in my room.
I don't even... What?
Sorry,
Looking around
King.
in the tavern,
Okay.
is there anyone who looks, like they'd be possibly part of the cultists? Anyone maybe hiding a mask? Anyone wearing any black robes? Anything like that?
I would need a perception check.
I touch myself first, and then I. Wow, no, this will not work. That's a. Hold on, we'll still try with the guy. That's a. Wow, that's an 11.
11. I mean, there's people having, like, whispered conversations and such, but nothing that, like, makes you go, what in the foot? You know, that kind of thing. So,
I too react like that when I see people whispering. What in the
Okay.
fuck are you whispering about?
Actually, anytime I whisper, I play sneaky snitch.
Real.
you are the worst.
But yeah, like no, I'm going to fulfill the table's order, as it were.
Okay, so you're getting drinks. Hang on, I'm just writing something down in my notes
Oh,
here.
sorry, 2 seconds.
Oh, that bitch.
Wow, how
That's
dare you.
fine.
All right, so you guys are at the table. You two are getting booze because I just assume Zulia would want to help you as she did before.
course.
Yeah.
She's a very kind soul.
Eventually, Seraphina's in the back again. Things are going pretty quiet.
I wish she was in my back.
The front doors do eventually open, and some interesting-looking figures walk in. Boom, boom, boom. They look rather familiar and a little intimidating.
Oh.
Sorry.
A few of the bar patrons kind of pause and they turn to look, and the large figure with the more well designed armor steps forward. Attention, people. Any adventurers run through here asking about a specific cult? We are interested in doing business with them.
Guys, I think they're talking about us.
Adventurers, you say? Well,
What's
I
an
mean,
adventurer?
yeah, I wouldn't exactly put like a label on it, but I've been talking and I've heard rumors about, I'm assuming, your organization. I say, lying through my teeth.
Then roll deception.
Deception. That is it's a 15.
Uh-huh. I see. Well, we heard about 5 individuals who have been interfering in our plans. We don't want trouble with anyone, but they seem to get in our hair more times than not, and they need to be dealt with.
They sound like assholes.
They do sound like assholes, but I am going to say quite politely, if you are looking to deal with someone, I say with quotation marks, if you are looking to deal with someone, please do not do anything that might ruin the aesthetic of the tavern, because it's going to be a pain to clean up, and I would rather not deal with that.
Rather aggressive tone that you are speaking of.
He's always like this. Oh, he's the worst.
Alas, I do not even
yes.
remember the description of the individuals. Where is the Madame Dragonfang at? Oh, I am here. And you hear, in amongst the bar patrons, someone speak up. Let's see, I do recall some of their faces as I worked with them once before. Traitors that they are to our cause. A man in... Let's see, I specifically recall a man in bandages, a girl who changes seasons, and a giant metal bot. As this woman here takes off her disguise.
No!
Uh-oh.
I was truly hoping to run into you all again as subordinates seeking to do what we all sought to do, and instead I hear about all this plotting you have against us. Well, as the cult readies the caravan, I discovered this information. Though they refuse to believe me, I will not allow you to make any other moves against us. So whatever your plans are, forget about it. Your lives will end here and now.
Well, before you even consider taking my life, I would like you to remember this. This is my land. And if you so much as spill any blood that isn't your own, I will make sure that the gardens out back are plenty filled with your bodies. So either you can leave politely, or I swear to fucking God, I will leave more holes in you than blood.
Lady, we spent like 20 minutes making a plan. Can you at least just like entertain us, please?
Oh, poor baby.
I really put my heart and soul into it. These people. They wouldn't. They're very. It's very hard.
Alas, I understand, but I am in dire need of a promotion, and my job is to root out any weaknesses in the cult, and what I see are 5 little pests that need to be exterminated. Boys,
Aww.
it looks like
Blah,
it's time
blah,
to cancel
blah.
those
So
plans.
much yapping.
All right, and she pushes herself on the table. Then
Talk
now
about
is
an
the
attitude.
time. Now is the time for action, and I need you.
You
all.
came for action.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. I need all of you to roll initiative.
Oh no.
You bitches.
17.
I've
Alright,
got 20.
All right.
That
hang on.
is
Hang on.
a
All right.
6.
Hang on. All right. You're doing them all at the same time. What did I even hear? 17, right? Well, I don't even know who got.
that was
Okay,
me.
17. Okay, not within. Okay, and you got 20. Yep.
11.
11. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sheldon, for waiting. I appreciate that. I gotta pull up Daniel's thing here and roll
Of
for
course,
him.
Spaztok got a fucking 6.
Yeah,
And I'm proud.
yeah. It's not a negative number, so.
Please tell me that's with the modifier.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah.
His
All
modifier
right.
is like somewhere in the fucking bin.
1.
Yeah, that checks out.
I don't need dex.
I think you do.
No, I don't.
You need
All right,
Dex
let me
and blood.
find. That's.
Oh, he's funny. Look at that, guys.
Fuck.
He's one of them funny guys.
I'll tell you what, we beef often, but I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I know. I love it too, man.
Yo, we beefing?
Absolutely love it.
Yo, beef.
All right, Fang, and she gets. Woo! She rolled high.
Yeah, well, I hope she's ready to roll die. Because of the fact that we roll die and she's going to roll because she's going to be downed in a few turns from now, and she's going to need to roll her death saving throws.
So
Which,
as
if
you
she rolls badly, she dies.
as you start mocking her, I need all. Hang on, where's my button? Do I?
Wow. Okay.
A button.
I
What
need.
have you done, Spaztok?
I need all 3 of you to roll dexterity saving throws.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
thank
Good
fuck
luck,
it wasn't
guys.
us.
Remember,
High five,
remember,
Juliet.
Hide in the bedroom.
At 21.
21. Okay.
remember how I said 20 minutes or like 20 seconds ago I don't need dex? That's a 6.
And Daniel got a 14. So Sheldon, you succeed. You both fail. So Sheldon will take half damage. All right. Let's. Oh, I guess I should tell you what she does before I roll, huh? So as you all start mocking her, she stands up. All right, mock this. Bringing her hands together and pulling them apart, you see flames begin to form in her hands, and they form into a large orb. And she just throws a fireball that explodes into that portion of the room, and it will hit. Oh, hang on. I need my fancy little circle here. You know, for shits and giggles, she's gonna throw it there and hit that guy too, because she can.
What an asshole.
So we'll dex save for him. Yeah, he
That's not very
fails.
gigglous.
Oh,
so
she really is a villain, huh?
yeah. So that fireball is not gonna do a lot of damage because she's rolling like shit. Okay.
Kieran, you can't fix her.
I don't plan to fix her. The thing that I plan to fix is a nice, comfortable grave for her to lie in.
Hopefully also your
She
relationship with
broke
your mom
my
and dad.
fucking table. You
All
know
right.
what? Hold your tongue, okay? I am
right.
not like that.
So, Spaztok and Daniel, you're each gonna take 23 points of fire damage.
Jesus!
And Sheldon, you're gonna take 11 points of fire damage.
Did you say 26?
23.
23. Got it.
23, baby.
40, take it or leave it.
Take all the damage.
I'm
Die.
immediately dead.
Joke's on you. I'll take 100 damage and just you can't even resurrect me at that point. You don't have to do
Yeah.
that. I'll do it anyway. All right. So yeah, Sheldon, you
That would be
take
funny.
11. You both take 23. She just
Yep.
engulfs you in flames. This guy gets completely incinerated. Just ah! And
That's cozy.
so some of these tables are now on fire. By the way, so that's a
Look
thing.
what you've done now. I know it's cozy and all, but man, these tables are probably expensive. Right, Edison?
You have no fucking idea.
All right, Zilly, it's your turn.
Okay, hold on, let me see what I can... Wait, opportunity attacks only if you're engaged with them in combat, right? Walking past them...
Correct. Yes, that's how I roll.
Okay, cool. That's 10, and that's 20. Then I'll move 10 like this, and then... Shit, how much was 20 again? Shit, sorry guys, my bad, I'm bad at math. There you go. Here you go, I'm moving over here.
Okay.
And I would like to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay. That creates that radius around you, correct?
Yeah, it's like a radius where when you cast this spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. So I'm looking at all the citizens in this fucking what's it called, in this tavern, and all my teammates, so that they're not affected by Spirit Guardians.
Okay. It's a how big's the radius?
It's a 15 feet circle. I think it looks like it's a circle.
Right, circle around you. And are you doing? Because I believe you can choose radiant or necrotic, right? So or is that just
no?
bonus?
It's radiant because I'm good or neutral. It would be necrotic if I would be.
Gotcha.
evil.
Gotcha. Okay. Does that
Yeah, and then
There we go.
huge. And then yeah,
Huge.
so what everyone would see is like around me suddenly like these weird-looking dogs, very fey-looking, would just run around like the area, attacking anyone who's like, you know, in this circle. You know, that's just the flavor of how it looks like.
So
It's
they,
like these weird dog creatures that
Alright.
aren't quite dogs, but you know, they have a fey nature to them.
Take on that shape. Yeah, you see these yellow glowing magical beasts appear around her and start running around. And is it when they start your turn or just right now?
Hold up. Actually, I can do one thing. I would have moved over here instead. Would the girl count as in the area if I'm standing where I'm standing right now?
I'm trying to think. I believe Anastasia would still count in that area because she's touching the radius of it. So
Okay, then I would have moved over here actually.
okay, it will not touch her now.
Yeah, so it's only on the start of their turns of everyone. Well, like when a creature's turn starts within this circle, or when they move into the circle for the first time on a turn, then they have to do the wisdom saving throw. So right now, no saving throws. However,
So wisdom saving throw when they start their turn in the radius or enter it.
exactly.
Gotcha.
So that would be my action, and then I would need to make the girl. What's her name again? Is it Anastasia? Yeah.
Yeah,
Anastasia.
Anastasia, yeah.
Anastasia would have to make a strength saving throw, as she feels something pull at her.
Sorry, I'm reading something. So you're doing what to her exactly?
I'm using my telekinetic bonus action to try and move her 5 feet closer towards me, so she needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Which is she is bad at. But she rolled well. That is a 15.
50 fails. So she
Okay.
gets pulled 5 feet closer to me.
She What in the hells? Ah! Okay.
And
okay.
due to now her having entered the Spirit Guardian's zone, she will now take damage.
Okay.
So she now needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. That
sir.
is a 16.
16 matches, so that means she takes half damage,
Yep.
which will be 7 damage.
Hot. Okay.
Huge.
All right. So yeah, you pull her in, and one of the wolves like flows through her. Ah! I
And
felt that
then-
internally.
There's more where that came from. And then I'll just, since I'm still not engaged with the others two in combat, I'll move just my last 10 feet down now. And
Okay.
that would be everything.
Trying to see if Spirit Guardians does friendly fire.
No,
I don't believe
it will.
does.
Yeah, no. Since when I cast a spell, I can decide like which creatures that I can see are not affected by Spirit Guardians, and I've seen all the civilians and all my party members, so none of them are affected.
You
by
think you're
Spirit
cute,
Guardians.
don't you? All right. All right. So that'll be your
She knows
turn.
she is.
It is
Yes.
Daniel's turn. He's already hurting from that blast he took, but Mama never raised no bitch, so he is gonna book it. Let's see. He kind of wants to go after those guys, but he's not gonna make it, so. He's gonna go there, and I'm just gonna attack him from afar for now. So he's going to. He's gonna firebolt somebody.
Question about Spirit Guardians, by the way.
Mhm.
Do they take damage every time they're moved inside of it, if it isn't their turn yet?
Yeah. Once like on each turn, if they get moved inside of the area from outside, then they take damage.
But if they're already inside,
If
then
they're already
moved
inside, no.
Ah, okay.
But
So-
you first have to shove them out and then pull them back in if you would want to do that to have them take damage again.
Yes. All right. Daniel's going to use Firebolt. He used it on this guy. He rolled a 21, which hits. And for damage, that is 16 points of fire damage as he just
Goddamn.
ignite, and he throws it, and he burns this guy instantly. He just hits the wall and like crumbles to the ground, like turning partially to ash. The guys around him look a little shocked, but they just look more pissed than anything. All right, guys, this should be easy. Edison, you're up.
All right. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, I could do that. Just want to make sure I'm getting up close with this bitch. Bro, she fucking set fire to my tables. Like that's punishable by fucking death.
That's
So, of course, so Edison's gonna draw his fucking sword, and he's just gonna fucking rush over to her as quickly as he can. And I'm gonna take a few swings at her, cause
Go right
fuck
ahead.
that hoe.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 14 to hit with the first swing.
That's a miss.
Shit. And that is a 16 with the second swing.
That just hits.
Oof. Okay.
So first swing, she blocks it. You cut through the sleeve of her cloak, and you see she has like metal gauntlets on. The second swing, you're able to spin around and catch her by surprise.
Fantastic. She's gonna take max damage from that, so that's 10 total.
10 Del Maggio. I can do that. As you spin around, catching her on the side.
And then, because fuck this bitch in particular, I'm going to jostle my right arm a bit, causing the sling to come loose around my neck.
Okay.
And I'm gonna right hook the cunt.
Hey, we're on Twitch. You can't say that one.
I can, because it's not actually a word that's punishable on Twitch.
I heard it what used to be anyway.
Yeah, can you cut?
Yeah,
That's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Let me check my notes, see what damage it does. So that's D6 plus strength mod.
I gotta
Now she's taking 5 damage.
censor that on YouTube.
Oh, good luck.
Okay.
Yeah. Yikes.
You British bastard.
It's not my fault. The word is so great to use.
All right. You punch her dead in the chest. She's starting to hurt from that.
Good. Because I'm gonna action search.
Okay.
She's dead round 1.
I fucking hope so.
Addison, leave some for us.
That's a 17 to hit. on my sword.
That hits, so she's casting shield on herself.
Fuck. Doesn't that affect like the entire turn until like she goes again?
Yes.
Yeah.
So her AC increases. So yeah.
So that would put it at about 21.
Yes.
So
So you swing again. She blocks it
that's-
off now with the magic.
That's a dirty 20. Yeah, that ain't hitting.
All right, you block again.
I don't think so. 2 hits is enough, mister.
I'm just getting started.
Right?
21. I mean, what?
Why did you pirate that?
I mean, what?
Cillia's over there like kicking her feet while
All right.
yeah, that is the end of my turn.
All right, Dragonfang's turn. He's got a little bit more movement speed than the rest of them. So, let me see. Can he make it? Yeah, he can make it. So he's gonna book it this way. He's gonna try and distract the big metalhead. So, Spazdat, he's gonna attack you
Okay.
if you're ready for it. What are you guys doing? What did I miss?
I sent
worry
him
about it.
again.
Oh,
Yeah,
brother.
don't worry about it.
That's why we can't have nice things. All right, he's gonna take a couple of swings at you, and I'm gonna roll that dice off the table. So,
Yeah.
that is
That's a
that's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right, we'll do the other one. That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right. That's what we like to see. Okay, well, that's what I like to see specifically. Oh, that's right. Okay, cool. So that is gonna be. That's 5 points of piercing damage plus. Oh, he rolled max on that. Plus 12 points of lightning damage on the first strike.
Okay.
Second strike, that's going to be another 7 piercing and another 5 lightning damage.
Right.
I'm just heading to the toilet quick.
Okay.
So yeah,
Are you
he
still
runs
up?
up on you, slicing at the side before you can stop him, just cutting your waistline, and then he
Yeah.
slices downwards on your arm, cutting through your shoulder, and you feel the lightning surge go through the mech and just like zap you. So
Yeah, that didn't feel good. I am not looking great.
Oh my god. Hang in there.
Yeah.
these guys were sent to hunt you down. They're gonna be tough.
One of them got literally one shot.
Well, I didn't say they're all gonna be tough. Look, keep sassing me. I'll send more like that guy. So
No, I'm ready. Still full HP.
You're lucky some.
Not for long.
Anyways, Dragon Wing, his turn. So he starts his turn in the thing. Does that mean he makes the save now?
Yes, he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, he will make that wisdom saving throw. That is gonna be a... Where is he? That's a 21.
21, yeah, he makes it, so he takes half damage, which is 11 damage still.
Damn, yeah, Spirit Guardians is good.
Yeah. He's also, just so you're aware, everyone inside the circle that, you know, is an enemy, has their movement halved.
Okay. Which is fine by him. He can still get around, so... Oop, that's not what we want. Boop, boop, boop. He can still make that. So much for that HP book, huh? So, he's going to slice out against you with his scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready. That's
I'm
a natural.
ready.
That's a natural 20.
Uh-oh.
I'm no longer ready.
Uh-oh.
And the second one is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, both hit.
Okay. So we will do the natural 20. We'll do that second just to make it easier. So we'll do the regular strike first. That is 6 slashing damage plus 2 cold damage.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm feeling a little freezing and like, ooh.
All right. So yeah, first swing, not much. He cuts you on the arm. Second strike, that is going to be... So that is 11 slashing damage plus 8 cold damage.
8 cold damage?
Yeah. As he
Okay.
brings up a large swing, cutting you across the chest. So, hang on, let me think. So, 11 and 8 is 19, so it still would just be 10. So I need, because Spirit Guardian is concentration, correct?
Yes, I need to make 2.
Yeah. Constitution saving throws, and both of them just need to beat 10.
First one's 22, second one's 23. I'm
Alright.
good.
You succeeded it for that moment. All right. Sheldon, you are up, my druidic turtle.
Okay, before I do anything, question.
Mm-hmm.
Is pushing a character a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay, let me just double check something else. This could be a action. How do I calculate how far I can push someone again?
I think it's just 5 feet, right?
It's
how
just
does
5
it-
feet.
I believe it's just
Yeah.
5 feet, yeah. Though I like
Never
the
mind.
creativity behind it.
No. I have a idea. I think Julian knows where I'm going
Yeah,
with
I
this.
know it. Do you still have, that other spell form? with
Yes,
water?
but I need to them outside first and pull them back in.
You couldn't push anyone outside that's currently in the zone.
Yeah, that's why I was like, how far can I?
Oh, I see. Yeah,
You
yeah,
see my plan now.
Yeah. Wait, but you could still try, right? Because follow up is an action and shoving is a bonus action. If you want to try that is.
Yeah, but I would be unable to push someone outside and pull them back in.
Oh yeah, I see. You need more movement. You know,
How far does this pull? They pull 10 feet, so technically... They would be on the fucking border. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna move over here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use Thorn Whip on this one to try and
Okay.
pull him towards me.
Oh.
Okay.
Let me roll. I rolled fucking 10.
Yeah, that is going to be a miss.
Rough.
Man.
You swing out, it catches him on the arm, and he just, like, shrugs it off.
Oh,
That could
bollocks.
have been so sick.
I appreciate the attempt.
And with that, this would be dual cantrip, which I can't do, right?
No.
No.
Okay, then I end my turn.
All right. Wait, hang on.
Wait,
These
is
weren't
it?
put in the right order? It's Dragonclaw's turn, yeah.
No, wait. You can cast 2 cantrips as. Okay, so
Station
bonus
0
action.
rules.
Oh yeah, no. Never mind.
No,
I misread
because
it. Yeah,
remember the Eldritch Blast, Kieran? That's why we don't
I
do
don't
two
know what you mean, bro.
That's why we don't do 2 cantrips anymore. So
I don't know what you mean. It was perfectly balanced and fair.
Yeah, somebody just had to ruin things for everyone, so sorry about that, guys.
No worries, man.
right.
I wasn't talking. Oh, fuck you.
So these guys are going to move into position. This guy will have to make his wisdom saving throw, but he's going to move over here. He rolled a nat 1, so
That's a shame.
Hawk.
Huh?
He
Wisdom
rolled his
saving
wisdom
throw. He
saving
rolled a nat
throw.
1.
He's in the
Oh
third
my
one.
bad. Sorry, I was reading up on the cantrip stuff. He rolled on that one. Yeah, no, that fails. Let me roll damage for the boy. That's only 7 damage.
Dang. Okay.
That's 2 ones on that roll. That's crazy.
All right. So he, as he pushes through, he is going to strike at you, Sheldon, because you made him angry, and he don't want to be. He shouldn't have to be angry. So he's got a scimitar. That is a 15 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
Okay. Good. Good. That is an 18 to hit.
That just hits.
Alrighty. Let's see. What do we get here? His weapon's a little weaker. That is just 6 points of slashing damage. As he first time you're able to block it with your staff. The second time though he cuts you on the leg. And then Daniel is going to get attacked by this other guy. Let's see how we perform. That is a 16, which just makes it. And that other one's going to miss. So he will take damage from this one guy. And Daniel will take another 7 points of slashing damage as he's trying to parry with his sword. Yeah, Daniel's not looking the hottest right now. Spaztak, you are up, my G.
I'm gonna crying is a free action, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, for that, let me see. Yeah, drinking a health potion's a bonus action, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, for my action, I'm gonna. This is a Brit in front of me, right?
He is the
He's a big
he's the
guy.
yeah, he's the Dragon Fang. He's not like a bigger guy, he's just a more like he's just a stronger warrior in general.
Yeah, he's just a bigger guy. Yeah, of course.
He's not
I'm
actually
gonna
physically
use-
bigger, he's just tankier, so.
Yeah. So for my action, I'm gonna cast Mirror Image at 2nd level. How about that?
Okay.
Is the default thing.
All right, I'll do
Um,
it the fun way because you guys like when I do it this way. So,
Mhm.
at least that's how Joy would always nag me. He's like, "No, put the things around them." So,
Yeah, baby.
there's your
Uh,
altars that appear around you.
Perfect. And my bonus action, I'm just gonna go ahead and drink a potion of healing here. So that's 2d4 plus 2.
Correct.
So I get back 5 hit points.
All right. All right. That's your turn then, unless you move anywhere.
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay. It is Anastheria's turn. I guess she's got to make that wisdom save again.
Yes, sir.
That's a 18.
18 succeeds, so he takes half damage, which is 9 damage.
9. She takes.
My dog gonna bite something.
She takes 9 damage. And because she's busy fighting Edison, she can't get out of it, or she can't like run away without risking the attack of opportunity. So you are leaving her with few options. Sorry, I'm reading about what I have here.
You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, she can't do that. All right, she is just gonna fuck it. She's just gonna upcast magic missile.
Holy shit.
So
I'm gonna magically piss on her shoes in a minute.
what? All right, so that's gonna be 4 to each of the missiles. So she's gonna upcast it, so she'll have 5 of them.
I don't
Yeah.
like her doing that. That's
She will
not-
fling. She's gonna shoot 2 at you, Edison. So that'll be 8 force damage. And she's gonna fling 3 at you, Zelia. So that'll be 12 force damage. As they appear, the little orbs appear, and she just, Tormento.
Is that 3 separate con saving throws?
No, magic missile all happens simultaneously. So for your sake, that just counts as 1 Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
So you just have to
Roll
be
the
10.
yeah, roll the 6, but I'm using the
Oh, necklace.
the mind sharpener thing that Spazta gave me to succeed instead.
You basically get your own
Regardless, it's
legendary
still up.
resistance. That's so crazy.
It's insane, yeah.
This is why you guys don't get that effing pendant too. So, oh my gosh. All right, so
It'd be a real
all
shame
right.
if we found it somewhere by
All right.
accident.
Wait,
You
the
won't-
pendant, like the one in my inventory?
No, not. You won't find it. Don't worry. And if you ever use it, your character dies immediately. So, all right,
It's cursed.
you succeed it. Then you just keep track of that damage.
Yep.
Then bonus action.
The fucking Periap's fucking curse, so instead of like healing you when you go down, it just fucking kills you instantly.
Yeah. she-
Honestly, I wouldn't put it past Kane
Yeah,
to
no,
do that.
any healing you do to yourself is actually deducted from your health.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll just. That'll be that. All right, Zelia, it's your turn.
Alright, I'd like to use my bonus action to face step literally just 5 feet over here. So the guy that was in combat with me has to make a, I think it's a wisdom saving throw. Hold on, let me check. Yes. A wisdom saving throw, please.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, no, he succeeds. Nothing happens. He like, as Zelia teleports away, he like sees like a weird shadow of her like that like has like a weird looking mouth, but he's not affected by like her trying to frighten him
Okay.
that way.
He's like, he just kind of like blinks a couple times. What? All right.
Yeah.
Anything else?
And then I'd like to upcast inflict wounds to level 12 to try and hit Anasteria.
Level 12.
I was gonna say there is no level 12.
Two.
Okay, level 2. That scared me for a
Okay.
second. I'm like, are you a god and breaking the game already? Like,
Doesn't
Bro
your-
rocks up with like a fucking LMG with uranium slug rounds.
Does an 18 hit?
that does.
Yippee! Damage time 40-10. We're looking at 21. 21 damage
Damn.
as I 21 necrotic damage as I touch her and like,
Yo,
yo, what the fuck? I'm
hang
touching
on
her,
a
like,
second.
Oh,
on her like upper arm, and like this necrotic energy starts to radiate from where I'm touching her.
You
know.
see the black line shoot into her body as you puff it in. As she tries to shrug you off, just. She's hurting really bad from that, and so's my throat for making that sound effect.
You guys can still give up. If you give up, no one has to die.
Roll
So let's have
persuasion.
a bad guy.
Or wait, you
Bad guy
can't roll
already died.
persuasion. You can't roll persuasion because you already did your action and bonus
Yeah,
action.
no.
So never mind.
you know what
So
I think's really funny to think about? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Asshole. Give it up.
But what I think's really funny is that there are, in lore, technically 10th, 11th, and 12th level spells.
we don't
They
talk
just
about
can't be
those.
used due to limit on the weave that Mistra put in place.
Yeah.
Band of
True.
Like, there
fools.
is a 12th level spell called Ascension, where you become a god.
Level 12 inflict wounds is just like 12d10 damage at that
That's
level.
insane.
Or no,
Imagine
50
critting with
it's,
that.
It's 15d10, so you could do 150 necrotic damage on that. So, all right, Daniel's turn.
Wood.
He's gonna slice this guy down because the guy made the mistake of walking into his blade's path.
Mhm.
All right, let's go Death's Embrace. That's a nat 1.
Aww.
So he just. Hang on. Let's see. Can we? Fuck. I don't even know what all this stuff.
That's insane.
Insane. You're an
Power
insane
word.
individual.
Power word death. You utter a word of power that compels any creature within range to die instantly. If the creature you choose has 1,000 hit points or fewer, it dies.
Nice. All right. He's gonna try again. He's gonna action surge because screw this
What
bitch.
What if
range
it
is
has
mile.
over? Hang on, what happens if it has over 1,000
effect.
HP? No effect.
It survives. It fucking
effect.
survives.
And it
Bro-
doesn't, like...
Bro says no.
Yeah, it basically says no, and it doesn't affect greater deities.
Computer says no.
Yeah, sorry, King. I was too busy admiring the fact that someone could literally just say you die up to a mile, and someone a fucking mile away will die.
Keep yourself safe now.
Fucking drops dead.
All right.
Yes, Don King.
All right. He got a 21 because he used action surge on that, so that is gonna be 13 slashing damage to this dude. He just. And then he's just gonna move around this guy because he can't go by the table, so he's just gonna move around him. Edison, you're up.
Edison's up. Fantastic. If that's the case, then I'm going to adjust myself. Because I'm going to sidestep between her and the table, like, or, like, trying to, like, squeeze behind someone on the train or something. Like, sorry, my bad. And I'm going to swing my sword. Fuck yeah!
Okay.
And that's 22 to hit.
A what?
22.
Oh my. Yeah. Go ahead. That hits.
She takes 5 slashing damage from the first swing.
Okay. You catch her on the back.
Fantastic. And then the second swing is a fucking... that's only a 15, so that's not going to do anything.
That misses.
Damn, even with advantage, that's crazy.
Oh, I didn't even roll with advantage.
Bruh.
Oh,
You literally positioned yourself for advantage. That's insane.
all right. That's an 18 on the second one.
She's gonna shield again.
Oh, what a cunt. Well,
Block
I mean,
it.
bad person. What a.
Kira, now I gotta censor that one on YouTube. Thanks. bitch.
Shit. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna roll 2d20s, hopefully for advantage, so I can try and punch her. That is that's 24 to hit.
That hits.
Fucking love advantage. And she is going to take 6 bludgeoning damage from a right hook.
All right, describe it to me.
Oh, fantastic! So upon striking her with my right hook, I'm then going to quickly reach out, grab her by the throat using my right hand, and I'm going to bring her up slightly, slam her onto the table just to my side there, and I'm just going to look her dead in the eyes as she begins to feel 5 sharp sensations begin to just start digging into her throat.
Okay, so you pick her up, slam her down. She feels the pain. Hey, what are you?
I am to be respected. You should have left when I gave you the chance. And with that, I just rip her throat out.
All right.
Damn, bro.
We could have talked to her.
Look, she set fire to my tables.
I guess.
Yeah, well.
And then as soon with her blood dripping down my glove, I look over at this one. I point at him with my bloody glove hand. I just go, "You're next."
Can't roll intimidation though because you did those.
Yep.
Use your action, bonus action.
All I'm
I
gonna
can't.
say, most sane barkeep.
This is fucked up.
Most sane barkeep.
Look, he all I'm saying is she shouldn't have destroyed my tables.
True. And killed one of your
like,
patrons.
Literally, she killed a patron. She destroyed my tables. Like, I would have been more than happy to say, look, you can leave. That's fine. We'll fight again another time. But she destroyed a table, and for that, she had to die.
Okay. Anyways, it's the Dragon Fang's turn. He's gonna go after Spaztak again.
Yippee.
Okay, so he's gonna. Well, first we got to see if these attacks land, and then we have to see if it hits your thing. So.
Oh, we.
Oh, we.
You'll be fine.
All right, let's see. That's cocked. That's cocked. Damn it. That's gonna miss. That just full on misses. That's gonna be an 18 to hit.
Now the heads.
All right.
If you have 300 defense, you roll a 6. Change. I'm sorry. There's a lot to this that I don't fully understand.
You have to roll a d20 first. Since you have 3. So before the attack happens, you have to roll a d20.
Right.
And then if it goes for one of your little hallucinating boys, the AC of the duplicates is like 10 plus your dex modifier.
Okay. Yeah, so if you have 3 duplicates, you have to roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to the duplicate. So yeah, so I have to basically beat a 6.
Yeah, on the enemy's first attack, like they try and hit you first, and what happens first is that you try to deflect the attack to one of your mirror images.
He didn't know,
Yeah,
so just
so-
this once, I'll let it slide and say you can still roll.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's an 8.
Okay, so he only gets 1 attack in. You are able to protect yourself as he breaks this one.
Okay, so I have 2 left.
He is then. He's actually going to move away from you.
Pussy.
Gonna let that happen.
Well, you can make an attack of opportunity against him if you want.
Uh-huh. That is a natural 20.
Let's go!
All right.
Fuck him up!
So let me see. I have to just expunge that. That's fine. So let me see. Max value is yeah. Is it max value with the modifier, or is it just max value?
Max value on its own.
Max value on its own. So that's 8 plus. Oh, 8 plus 6 for 14. I actually rolled a 1 on that.
Well, you can also add the modifier, yeah, to the damage roll.
Oh yeah, sorry, I did do that. It was 14.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Alrighty then. So 14 damage to him. That puts him there. As he runs away, you just get a big clobbering swing against the back of his head as he like takes off to the other side of the room. All right. The Dragon Wing is turn, so he's got to make that save.
Yes, sir.
That's a
That's okay.
17.
17 succeeds, but he takes 9 damage.
Maybe he does. All right. He is going to just run up on you. And he's gonna take a swing at. He's gonna stab you, try and make you break that concentration. So,
Yep, go ahead.
that is a 22 to hit on the first strike,
Yep, that one
and
hits.
a 19 on the second one.
Both hit.
All right. That is 5 slashing damage and 4 cold damage.
Okay.
So 9 total on the first one, and then on the second one, damn, that is 4 slashing plus 6 cold damage.
I am unconscious.
Okay. I didn't
Oh,
think you were
shit.
that low. Alrighty then. I'm just double checking. Oh yeah, so that means
Spirit Guardian breaks, yeah.
that
Concentration
ends.
breaks.
Concentration is broken, and you are in the down spot as you see him cut her down. And then with her blood on his blade, he points it at you, Edison. All right, that's his turn. Sheldon, you are up.
You shouldn't have done that. And with that, Sheldon, seeing Zelia go down, contemplates his decision making and decides his ideal plan isn't gonna work anymore, so he decides to shillelagh. Let me just go back to Roll20 so I can actually show you which one I'm attacking.
Okay, going after that
With
guy.
a shillelagh. Does a 15 hit?
That does.
Where the fuck is my D8? This? I say. Yeah. Nope, I'm the moron. That's the wrong dice. It's fucking behind my Goexlar. I'm back. That's 9 damage.
That is exactly what you needed. You smash him right in the
Guy.
face. And he goes like flipping over a chair, and his feet are in the air.
I take my quarterstaff that's basically covered in blood on the top, and I point it towards the guy.
Just some patron over here is like, this is the weirdest fight ever.
And with that, I also move over here,
Okay.
and that's it.
All right. The only Dragon Claw left, he's gonna... he'll die if he gets away from Daniel, so he's just gonna stab him again. Yeah, that'll hit. Yeah.
Me for real.
Okay, that's 7. That other attack will miss. So he takes 7 points of slashing. Again, I think that's what he took the last turn. All right. They're just like going back and forth with their swords. Daniel's hurting pretty bad. Spaztak, you are up.
Yes. Oh, you mean up? as in
It's
it's
your
my
turn.
go up.
Yes.
Okay.
Not bricked up, but you are upright.
Yeah.
Damn right.
I mean,
So
I know when I
can-
talk, you're upright too, but yeah, no.
Yeah,
It's your
always,
turn.
always.
Always.
I'm gonna move to there. I've checked it already, but you're welcome to check it. I can't.
Well,
move
5,
there.
10, 15, 20, 25. You're going here, 30.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go here and right. Okay, I'm going to use
It looks bad.
my action. I'm gonna do this finally. I've unlocked the facility to do this, so I'm gonna push him.
You're gonna give him a push.
Yeah, not distance. I'm just gonna push him to the ground. It means it doesn't he doesn't go far.
So you're knocking him prone, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just knocking him prone.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me see.
So you're gonna have to roll something for that,
athletics.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So athletics, that's a 15.
15. Trying to think, does he have to
Contest it.
I was gonna assume he can contest it. With
I'm going
some-
to add my thing to this as well. By the way, my armor.
Okay.
So I get to add my intelligence, makes it a 20.
20. Damn. All right. Let's see if he can outstrength the giant metal guy, which I have doubts, but I wouldn't be a good DM if I gave up. Now would I? So let's see. How does he do with it? Yeah, he's totally boned, I think. Okay. Yeah. So wait. Yeah, he don't make that. All right. So you're gonna so you push him prone.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah. And now I'm going to grapple him.
okay.
So that is a. I'm not gonna add my intelligence.
Bitch, why are
modifier
you
for
still
that.
standing?
24.
I'm sorry.
I love looking over and just seeing the icon go.
All right. So you rolled a what now?
24 to
Yeah,
grapple.
All right, so he is now grappled. I need an image effect for that.
Yes.
Net. All right, so
Yeah.
you're holding him down.
Yes.
Okay, he's grappled. Speed is 0.
Happy days. That's me. And or no, I have a bonus action. I'm going to use my guardian thing. I'm gonna give myself 5 temporary HP.
Okie dokie.
Groovy. We like that.
All right, Zelia, it is your turn. I need a death saving throw, and only I can know the result of it.
Yes, I'll DM you. There you go.
Okie dokie then. Then it is now Daniel's turn. He's just gonna try and finish this guy off if he can. That attack will land. I want to stop having to switch over to his thing to deal damage. That is going to be.
I'm gonna be
9
right back.
damage.
I note down in what I do on my turn if I'm not back in time.
Okay. That is enough damage.
Courteous.
He splits this guy's head in half. Just
What a guy.
knocks the guy down. He is then. He's gonna run up here to try and help. Can he make that? Yes, he's gonna go right there. Okay. That'll be his turn. Sorry, I'm just making a note of something.
No
All
worries.
right, his turn. Edison, you are up.
I'm gonna move here.
Can't say I'm
And whilst in this
surprised.
position, I am going to use my potion of greater healing on Zelia.
Okay.
No, fuck Sheldon's plan.
Bro, fucking... Like, I would rather not risk the chance of potentially being... Whatever.
Oh yeah.
You've got spell slots for healing, right, Sheldon?
Yeah.
He.
Not here.
Yeah, he has.
No, what are you guys talking about? I'm here. I have spell slots. That's what I'm gonna do on my turn. Yeah.
I just... Oh, yeah, I didn't even see that. Like, I thought that was like... I thought you were sending it to King privately.
I'd really appreciate if you read my messages when I put them in chat. It's only for the betterment of the team.
Well,
Yeah,
how many
well,
failed death saving throws if you get attacked on the ground? By the way.
It depends.
You get attacked on the ground, depending on the... I think if a crit does 2?
Well, no, okay, a ranged attack is 1 fail. If someone is within 5 feet of you and does a melee, it's an automatic crit, which means you take 2.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm not going to give the healing potion then if Sheldon's already got a plan.
Okay.
And I am instead going to... I'm going to fuck this guy up. So the first swing of the Sovereign's Edge is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
I'm going to assume that hits.
I said that hits.
Oh, I
We
didn't
didn't
hear you.
hear.
Yeah, we
Discord
didn't hear.
It hits.
Thank you. That's 7 damage.
All right, so you swing out. He tries to block it with his arms, and you just cut through his arms.
Second hit is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
You know, fuck this guy in particular. That's 6 slashing damage on the second hit.
Cut him across the face. He's hurting. He's hurting.
As he fucking should be. All right, now let's see what the right hook does. Roll.
Your boat.
That is
Putting it
a 21 to hit.
downstream. Merrily, merrily, merrily,
21.
merrily.
That hits.
and he's going to oh, max damage for fucking 7. No, 8. 8 damage.
Punch him
bludgeoning.
right in the gut. He's still up, but he's hurting really bad, so.
Yeah, Edison is just fucking dishing out all the stops. Like, bro doesn't want to hold back, and he's hoping that anyone watching doesn't fucking get in his way.
Is that your
That's the
turn?
end of my turn. Yeah.
Okay. It's the Dragon's Fang's turn. He's currently grappled right now, held down. He Spaztak, you see him look at you with a frustrated expression on his face. Damn. It looks like we're not winning this one. All right. Fine. And he looks at the only other guy staying on his team. We're not getting out of this. For the sake of the cult, do the damage that you can. And he is going to use Orb of Dragon's Breath.
Piss off.
Fucking what?
Huh?
And he is going to fire that at your unconscious comrade.
Cringe.
That is
So,
cringe.
oh wait, that's the wrong value die there. I need this die. So it's a ranged attack. So he does have to roll to make sure he can hit you. He gets a bonus to this though.
Mm-hmm.
That is an 18 to hit.
That would be
18?
good.
Yeah, 18 would match, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, we'll roll the damage anyway just to see, but you're downed. So, so that is that's gonna be 24.
No, he has that with disadvantage, right? Because he's pro.
No, because I'm incapacitated.
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 Oh, right,
yes, thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that doesn't give
So it
disadvantage.
cancels that out.
Yep.
Yeah, just regular prone means it would have disadvantage. All right, that is. Dude, I can't math today.
You
That
poor
is
soul.
24 lightning damage. Now you're down. Let me
Jesus.
hang on. Let me double check something here. So
I think that just counts as one.
I believe so. I just want to double check.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's really not good.
Not good at all.
Okay, so taking any damage causes one failure, but yeah, so it's not a crit because it's ranged, even though you're down. So he fires out this like lightning beam at her. She doesn't even like barely make a sound. He just, and you see her body just like tremble. Just. So that is his ranged attack, and can you do anything with a bonus action? No, that won't matter. All right, so that'll be his turn. It's now the Dragon Wing's turn. And because you guys decided to wait, and he was told otherwise, they're a cult, so they're willing to do whatever it takes to be helpful, even in their last moments. He is going to swing at Zelia.
Goodbye, everyone. It was nice living.
Ah, fuck.
So that's one swing, automatic crit. That means 2 death saving throw fails on top of the 1. So Zelia, you die. As he just brings his sword out for the cult of the dragon, and he spears her right through the gut with his scimitar. And you see the life fade from Zelia's eyes. Zelia, as you die in this moment, what thoughts go through your head?
Through it. One of the first thoughts going through her head would be the figure that the group has heard of before. That, you know, the hag got from her. She would like see her life flash by with that person, and then the attack from the hag on the village, seeing that person getting taken away from her. And in her mind, like, even though this didn't happen, she would see herself like getting further and further away from that person as the light slowly fades away, and everyone she knew would be standing in like this black void around her, all slowly disintegrating one by one. And the the person that she was looking for would utter something, utter something inaudible to all the viewers, and there would be one final tear coming from her eye before the light fully fades out.
Now I'm sad.
Teehee.
All right, and so as that tear hits the floor, Zelia's heart stops beating. This guy pulls his sword out from her now lifeless body, and he just kind of looks at it with a resolved look on his face, because he's bleeding and all cut up from everywhere. Glory to Tiamat. Sheldon, you're up. Or is he still gone?
He's still gone.
I
He's
think he's
taking
still
a half an
gone,
hour
yeah.
shit.
Damn. All right, I guess I gotta play as him then, or make a turn for him. Hang on, let me go back because I'm on Daniel's page, and now I have to play as 2 fucking characters. All right, here we go, Turtley.
Well, guys, I'm really sad. And there's only one thing left I can think we should do. And that's to fuck up your shit, man.
And he is just he's gonna run at this guy and just try to beat the shit out of him with his shillelagh. Let's see.
That's a 21 to hit. And that is 6 bludgeoning damage.
All right, that's enough.
Okay, I'm gonna shove it down his throat.
So he's gonna hit the guy in the ankle. The guy goes ah, and as his mouth opens for him to moan in pain, Sheldon just puts his hand on one end of the quarterstaff and just shoves it through the guy's mouth. Because I feel like he'd be man enough to do that. So, and he kills that guy.
I'm back.
Ah,
Killed
Welcome
someone.
back.
you just
Yeah.
missed it.
What you missed? Yeah.
Wait, Zelia's fully dead?
Yeah, I listened to everyone saying that like, oh fuck Sheldon's plan, and got her killed by accident.
The cult members just are doing as much damage as they can, so instead of trying to escape or surrender, they just killed the one person they figured they could. And then you got angry, took your quarterstaff, and shoved it in that guy's mouth, killing him.
What about my second level cure wounds?
You weren't on this, wasn't
You
your turn
weren't
yet.
here for it, yeah.
Yeah.
They both went before you, and they killed her because like I was going to use my potion of healing greater, and then everyone was like, oh, but what about Sheldon's plan? Fuck him, am I right? And I was like, yeah, you know, you're right. Like if he can cure wounds, then I'll do this. And yeah, so I hold myself
it's
responsible
basically
for that.
Hawk and Sketchy's fault. So
Yeah, for real.
I haven't even gone yet.
no, but you're like, hey, he
Prioritize
wrote it.
grappling instead of punching.
So yeah, you angrily.
I wanted to
killed that guy.
incapacitate the guy. All right, it's.
You can knock him out.
I don't think I could.
You can do enough damage, make it non-fatal.
I
So
Also, did I hear that correctly? Is Julian talking with reverb because he's
Huh?
dead?
No, that's just my room. That's just because I'm in an empty room, IRL. Empty room.
Empty room.
empty room.
It's just because, there's no furniture in my room yet, so, reverb.
Yo, dude's so committed. He's got his setup up before any other furniture goes in his room. Just so it's like
Literally, I only have my setup here. Literally nothing else so far.
all right.
Attaboy.
So
Priorities.
Sheldon, that was your action that I kind of took for you since you weren't here and we had to keep moving. So you brutally murdered that guy. You want to do anything with your bonus action?
The right answer is yes.
use your bloody quarterstaff and look at the other guy.
You know what? Hold up. I can move. Did I move?
You moved
Yeah,
five.
my turn?
You moved 5 feet so far.
10, 20, 25.
There you go.
Okay, do I have something that's a bonus action? Sadly, no. I'm just
You
gonna
don't have
stare
delay?
menacingly at the dude that's laying on the floor.
He just flips you the bird.
If I had my action, I would cave his skull in.
You got one.
Yeah, you got one.
It's best.
What about Shillelagh? Isn't that a bonus action? Or how does that work?
The spell is the bonus.
Never mind. Yeah, never mind.
All right, Spaztak, you're grappling this guy. What do you do with your turn?
I'm beating the fuck out of him.
So you're gonna end the grapple to beat the fuck out of him?
No, sure. It's as long as you have a free hand.
Oh, so you're gonna beat him with one hand. I do that to my meat all the time, one-handed.
Huh, same.
For real.
Sometimes with a pair of
for real.
tweezers to add some spice to it.
So yeah, let me see here. So the gauntlet. So again, the neat part, and I did discuss this with you. So, because he is still prone, I get advantage on this.
Yes, I think I said that.
Yeah. So.
That's fine.
Oh,
still
do you
misses.
know something?
You rolled shit anyway?
No, I could have saved Zelia.
Ow.
I forgot to tell you this. If I hit somebody with my Thunder Gauntlets, it gives them disadvantage on everybody but me, and I hit them with an opportunity attack.
I don't think that.
But it wasn't on the same go. It wasn't on the same
It wasn't
go,
the same
wasn't it?
turn, yeah. No.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. No, it wouldn't have mattered. Never mind. Right. So okay, yeah, he's prone. So I'll try and hit him with this.
Okay.
13 to hit, I imagine doesn't hit. So
No,
I
it
go
does
again.
not. That misses.
23 to hit.
That hits.
Right. So that is shit. I keep rolling really bad damage.
Me
6
too.
damage.
6. Okay.
Second attack.
Wait. How many attacks do you get?
No, first one. He's prone, so advantage.
Oh, you rolled. Okay, you were. I don't even know why you said 13. You should have just told me the higher of the two numbers.
I hadn't rolled the second one yet.
I will roll both just in case.
All right, I'll do that next time.
Yeah, you might get a 20.
Second attack is 28 to hit.
That
Imagine it
hits.
hits. That is 10 damage.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to math real quick because I'm forgetting my numbers again. Oh fuck it. Yeah, that's good enough. All right. So you punch him twice, just in the back. You hear bones like creaking underneath your mighty fist.
Sick.
Anything else?
Bonus action. No, I'm good, man.
All right, Zelia. Oh wait, you're dead. All right. Daniel. Daniel,
Brutal.
it's your turn. I actually don't think he can make this. Actually, he can. Well, yeah, he wouldn't desecrate her corpse by walking over it. So, oh no, he could just make it. He can get right there. You bastard! And he is gonna slice the shit out of this guy. Once I get back to his profile page here and roll for him again. Holy crap. Alright. So he'll roll with advantage. It's a dirty 20. We'll roll one more time to see if we get lucky. No, but it's still 20, so it still lands. Yeah. Let's see what we get. That is only 7 points of damage as he pierces this guy. And he can only attack once because he's multiclassing. So, Edison, you're up.
All right.
You're all just gonna like kick this guy at the same time.
You fucking better believe it, bro. Just checking because I get there's a table there, but you reckon I could clear that?
I prefer.
Acrobatics check.
I prefer you. Yeah. Give me like an acrobatics check to like slide over it. I'd rather.
Hell yeah.
I'd rather treat the tables like they're actually there.
Oh, of course. That's why I'm asking. Because I was hoping for an acrobatics check. Let's see what I get.
He just wants to show off.
Hell yeah, I do. All right, so we got a 22.
Fail. It's a really tall table. I'm just kidding. No, yeah, you slide around like you'd slide off the hood of a car, just and then yeah.
All right, and I get here, and so does it use like a bonus action or just a regular action, or is it just like an environmental thingy that I can just do because it's not affecting anyone on the battlefield?
Yeah, you get one free roll that doesn't cost anything to do. So that was your
sounds good.
free roll of the turn.
All right, so gonna swing with a Sovereign's Edge. That's a 10. That's not hitting. That's the first attack. Second attack. That is. Oh. That's a nat 20, baby.
Nice.
Jeez.
So he's going to take a +5.
5, that's 13. All right, you slice him across the back. Ah!
And then, just fuck this guy in particular. That is a 19 to hit with my right arm.
That hits.
And I'm, again, because I can't hear you, because I don't know what happened there, but
It hits.
fantastic. And that is going to be a 7 bludgeoning damage.
All right, you punch him square in the back of the head. He's hurting really bad, but he's still up. He's a tanky SOB.
I want to maim him, but I can't. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, it's his turn. He's got one more use of Orb of the Dragon's Breath, so he's just going to turn on you, Spaztok, because fuck you in particular, as Kieran would say.
Hell yeah!
Yippee.
He literally
I'll
just
just
he literally just turns his hand around and you see the lightning form as he places his hand like on you. I think I still have to roll, but he's like right on top of you, so yeah, that's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, 17 will hit.
Okay. Then he is gonna blast you as he just says, Tiamat will have her blood! And that is gonna be, whoo boy. This is a really powerful attack, but he only gets a couple uses of it. So that is 8, that is 16, that is 19, that is 22 points of lightning damage as you watch as he just fries Spaztok from beneath him.
Okay. How much damage, sorry?
22 lightning damage.
22. Right, then I am very much down.
Okay. So, hang on, I'm just doing a thing real quick. All right, vertical. That means the grapple ends, and at the end of his turn, he'll use half his movement speed to just pick himself back up, even though he's still horrendously surrounded. Sheldon, you're up.
Hold up, my brain has a very dumb idea, but I'll tell you after the combat.
I don't like that.
Okay, Shillelagh has, let me double check, a minute time. I haven't used Shillelagh for, I cast it within 10 turns, so it should still be active.
Yeah, you still have it.
So, I'm gonna roll to hit with the Shillelagh's quarterstaff. I rolled other shit. That's a 13.
That misses.
Fine. For a bonus action, I can't do stuff, so I'm gonna end turn.
I can't do that. Okay. Spaztok, I need a death saving throw, and only I can know the result.
No problem. Okay. Right. King, buddy, you get this.
Ooh, what do I get? No.
What?
You cannot you cannot pass Sketchy.
What? No, I passed the death save.
Oh, don't write it like that. Just you're
What do
supposed
you
to
mean? You
you're
just
supposed
want
to
the
tell me the
number?
fucking number. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that kind of you've ruined it now. I mean,
Well, because you said pass, it made me think you were being funny. Like, nuh-uh, I'm not gonna roll a death saving throw.
okay, fine, dickhead. There you go.
Well, it don't matter now that I know you fucking succeeded. So you killed the suspense. Okay, he passed everybody.
You old everyone. It's very, very simple. If it's a
Because I thought you were fucking with me.
Odds.
Yeah, I want the
Okay.
number. I say tell me the result, not if it failed or succeeded. I want you to tell me the number. So,
Okay.
Irish people, let me tell you. All right. Daniel, you're up. Again. You guys are boring me. I have to keep playing as other people and they get the results. I gotta fucking roll Death's Embrace again. Okay, he missed. Think I'm honestly happy about it. Edison, please save me here. End this and make it
Don't
dramatic.
worry, I fucking got you, buddy. So you said that this fucker's standing, right? So I don't get advantage anymore?
Correct.
Fantastic.
No more advantage.
Recommendo.
That one's a
Move.
15. I'm going to assume that doesn't hit.
That just hits.
Oh, 15 just hits?
Yes, ma'am.
Okie dokie. So that is
Oh, gee,
8
man.
slashing damage on that.
How many?
8 slashing
All right.
damage.
Yeah, you split this guy, like, you swing upwards and split him, like, through
But-
the middle.
I'm not going to kill him.
You're not gonna kill him?
Oh, I've got fucking plans for this dude.
Alright, so you just wound him enough to, like, take him down.
Yep.
You're going non-lethal. Alright, describe to me how you non-lethally take him down.
So upon him getting back up, I am going to take the moment to stab, like, slice across his wrist, causing him to drop his weapon.
Okay.
And then as soon as the weapon is dropped, I am going to reach out with my right hand. And just as I did his leader, I'm going to grab him by the throat. I'm going to look him dead in the eyes. I'm going to go, after what you've done, killing you right now would be far too easy. And just to double check with you, King, don't suppose there is anywhere in this tavern that I would know about that is secluded, that no patrons nor the party members would know about? Maybe a basement or something, let's say, a cellar.
Yeah, I guess you'd have, like, a beer cellar.
With my grip on his neck, I'm going to fucking drag him.
Alright,
down there.
so you you drag him down into the cellar. I don't have a thing for that.
Don't
so
worry,
we'll
you don't need visuals of that.
We're just going to the outskirts of the city for that. All right, so we'll say that is the end of the combat. He is down. You drag him down into the cellar as he's just squirming in your head. Okay.
Now, because I can't give the full details, because it would be a huge spoiler alert to the rest of the party, upon getting him down into the basement, I'm going to throw him against the nearest surface.
Kieran's about to commit another war crime.
Oh,
As per usual.
you better fucking believe it. After
Okay.
what he's done?
So you throw him against the wall.
And as I begin to start talking, and all the while, I begin to remove the cast and the glove.
And this is just you, right, in this room?
This is just me and him.
Okay.
You know, I often can't stand looking at this. It scares me. It reminds me of the failure of which I am. And you are about to become marked as I am. And with that, I am going to take the sharp appendages as they were, and I am going to begin marking him, leaving a very clear indicator of what he should not be tampering with. As I, tear along his throat, face, and overall anything that's exposed.
All right, you remove the cast, and his eyes go wide. What the fuck? You're a monster! And you begin to tear into his face. God help me! Tiamat!
Down in this cellar, no gods can hear you scream. Now you're going to tell me everything I want to know, and maybe, and I promise, maybe I will consider letting you go peacefully.
He's like trying to push you off, but he's too weak from the fight to do so. Never! I'll never tell you! And he's like frantic, like it's working, but he's still trying to hold strong.
Oh, you're gonna fucking tell me everything I want to know. Because you are weak. And this? This is a testament to strength. That will put you to shame. Now tell me what I want to know, or your fucking god will have to reach to the very depths of the hells themselves to pry your pathetic existence out of it!
Okay, roll intimidation with advantage, please.
Oh.
I might have just shit my pants.
That's a 19.
Okay. So you scratch his face. You throw him. He almost looks like he's starting to weep. What do you want to know?
I want to know about this convoy. I want to know about their end destination. I want to know the grand scheme of things that they let you in on. And I don't want to hear the preachy shit that they keep telling you. I want to know the real deal.
Castle Neotar, destination, transport all the money and good stuff we stole, along with prisoners, to the castle. It's gonna be stored there and presented to the goddess when we bring her into this world.
Is that all? I feel like you're holding out on me. I warned you.
Temple of Tiamat! She has a temple that was long since abandoned. Severin, our leader, he's one of the leaders. He found it. He won't tell anyone where it is. I swear I don't know, but he's gonna go there and use the masks to perform a ritual and bring her into this world. Some of the cult members don't even want it to happen. They think she's gonna just say fuck us, but he thinks she'll destroy this world and make it new for the dragons, and all of us will get to serve them. It's not the greatest life, but it's better than being taken over by somebody else. That's all I know!
Oh, that's all you know, huh? How about the masks? We know that there's 3 of them. Where are the other 2?
I don't know, we have 3 of them! That's what he's trying to find out! He's sending the other word speakers out! Varen, he's trying to find one right now! He's over by the city of Parnast! He's looking for it!
Well, let me just check. Wait, he's gone where?
Parnast! I don't even know where it is! It's in the continent!
I'll take it. And for your willingness to answer my questions,
Strong
I
word.
release you from your mortal flesh. And with that, I'm just gonna fucking curb stomp him, just killing him.
Okay. You smash his head just into the wall.
Fucking cultists. And with that, I'm gonna put the cast and the glove back on, and I'm going to return back to the group.
Yeah, I gotta give you inspiration for that one. That was really fun. So take your inspiration bubble. I have chills after that. That was good. Never been scared of Kieran before, but you know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that when I return to the group, the fucking name Skull Emoji, that's so fucking dumb. I just noticed.
I don't know if you heard me snickering like when you were talking for.
Yeah, I heard. I was like, what's he snickering at? Like, I was so focused on just like scaring the piss out of this fucking guy, but I just see Skull Emoji.
If you check the D&D chat, that's my plan with Zelia currently. If you know the comic panel, you know.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Do you know what it means?
I can't say I do, but I see a fridge.
It's fridging. We're fridging Zelia until we can revive Zelia.
Oh,
For fuck's sake. All right, yeah. At some point, King, I got a bit worked up during that. I'm gonna need you to send me a DM of like all the notes that I got from that, just in case. Much appreciated, big man. Love you.
Wait, what?
I was so in the mindset, in the mood, I completely forgot to take notes. So,
Oh.
any information he might have given me, if you could send a DM my way, that would be perfect.
Okay, you guys roleplay amongst yourselves, children, while I do this, because it's going to take me a minute. I can't split my mind while I write this out.
No worries. I understand completely. I'm sorry for this. Upon heading back upstairs, I'm going to look at the group and begrudgingly my newfound companion, unfortunately deceased.
I was so hoping Addison's mum would show up.
Oh,
Bro,
she was hiding when she heard all that. She, like, peeks her head around the corner. What the hell happened here? But we're going to leave her out of it for a second while I write this, so...
Shit. I could have fucking saved her. Fuck! Ugh, I let my fucking anger blind me and... Fuck! I don't even know. I'm at a loss for words. Does anyone even know what kind of god she worshipped? Maybe there could be a temple nearby or something we could potentially lay her to rest at.
There has to be a way to get her back. There has to be.
I would love for there to be a way to get her back. I truly, truly would, but unless we somehow are best friends with some kind of fucking god or otherworldly entity who is just going to be kind enough to owe us a favor, like to have us owe them a favor by bringing her back, then I don't know what to do. Fuck. You know, it's always different taking the lives of those who wrong you and anger you, but just having it done to your own. Fuck. I always... Oh, go on.
Question, is Spastok still downed, by the way?
Yes, he is. Yeah, you guys are really
While
close
this
to me
is
asking
happening-
him for another death saving throw, if I'm being honest. So.
While this is happening, I use Cure Wounds on Spastok, level 1,
Thank you, very kind.
for 4 HP.
Cheers.
Just Spastor bleeds out while you're crying about Celia being dead.
Yeah, you guys are all like, we miss her so much, and then Corey's just like, eh.
Oh yeah, we should probably take care of that.
I just imagine, like, Edison crying over Zelia. He just hears Spastok grunting in pain, and like, no, not now. You're bleeding on my fucking floor. Just keep it in. Your turn will come.
All right, Kieran, there's your notes. Nice and updated.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Sorry, I'm just looking at some stuff here.
He's lost in thought. He's pondering.
No, I'm checking notes here while you guys are going through things.
Yeah, no worries.
Whenever I'm pondering my orb.
Bro didn't expect a party member to get killed this quickly.
Upon, like, you know, the dust kind of settling, I am going to look over at Seraphina, who I'm assuming is still peeking over, like, around, like, doors and whatever due to chaos. Sorry, I didn't hear you if you said anything.
I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm still reading stuff.
Oh, okay.
Make sure
No worries.
I have things set up for future reference here. So.
Yeah, no worries. Just figured I'd check.
Okay, so you guys are standing over there. Your friend's dead. Well, actually, her body's now missing as you see Sheldon trying to push her into the fridge.
Okay.
I was joking.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna go through with that. He's just like, come on, damn thing won't close. You know. I'm kidding. You won't. You don't have to do that. I'm just messing with you. Your mother does come out. Who the hell set fire to my store? And she runs out with like pails of water. Charles is right behind her, and they're dumping buckets of water on the fires. What was it? And oh no! And she sees your fallen comrade.
Mother, can you go prep somewhere just so we can like lay her to rest for the moment until we can find somewhere to bury her?
Yeah.
I don't know if we can bring her back. Do you know anyone who could? Please fucking tell me you know someone.
Well, not that I really advise this route, but there is someone. I don't remember.
Anyone, please.
He runs the magic shop around here. I've never met him personally, but I've heard a great deal of rumors about him. There is always Zoldoon. He is one of the strongest magicians in all of Alakara. I don't know for certain if he can bring her back, but if anyone can, it would be him. However, I will warn you, he will ask for a lot in return. Nothing bad, but he doesn't like having people in debt to him.
With all due respect, Mother, I think you've known me long enough to know that I don't care the price.
Oh, I know you'll
Where
do
am I
it.
going?
I'll draw you a map as she heads to the counter and like gets out a map and like circles it. He'll be at his magical shop. He's there. It's open 24/7, so go whenever you wish.
Like Edison is just gonna snatch the map quickly, and he's just gonna fucking book it. Like, he's not wasting time on any of this shit.
Wow, bro's leaving Zelia's corpse behind.
As you walk out, and she, like, before you walk all the way out, she's like, "Son," and you, perhaps, maybe you're not even hearing her. She's like, "Remember to control your emotions."
I'm gonna take note of that, but like Edison is just gonna run as fast as he can to the magical shop.
Are you all going with him?
I'm gonna stay a minute.
Okay. Sheldon,
I'll stay inside
you'll stay
the
too?
establishment. Basically still mourning the loss.
Okay, well, all right. Zelia, what are you doing? Oh, wait, you're dead. I'm sorry. I just want to poke a little fun. All right, we'll say Daniel goes with you just to back you up. So,
Okay.
well, since the other two are staying,
I'll go with him.
so you two run with the map. It takes a little while to get there. This is actually in the Resplendent District, even though this shop is like the worst looking building out. Like all these buildings are big and grandiose. This one's like all run down and everything. But there's a big sign with like painted on purple letters that say Zul'Doon's Magical Realm, which is the name of the shop. So we'll just go to you two since you're going in here. I wish I had better music for this.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm listening to like Jav Rock, so
all right.
Jap Rock even.
As you walk in, the magical realm is dimly lit. Purple carpeting covers the floor. There are many tables with red cloths on them, and on these stands holding various magical-looking items and some bizarre-looking potion bottles. You hear some clicking in the back, and you see a figure moving. Disturbingly, this figure has no skin. He is mostly bones as he turns to face you. He is in a raggedy vest and torn-up pants. He has a blue bandana with almost looks fake black woven hair coming out the top. One eyeball moves and looks to stare at you with a green iris. The other one appears to be just a sapphire carved to look like an eye in the other socket. In one hand is actually like a gauntlet with just a hook at the end, and the other carries a very old and creepy looking like wooden staff.
Welcome to Magical Realm. How may I fulfill your power desires today?
He says with like literally there's no muscle, no anything. He's just a living. He's basically like a lich.
I need you to resurrect someone.
Resurrection magic is very expensive, my comrade. I would hope you have proper payment for such spell.
Depends on the payment.
Bro, so desperate he's getting help from communists.
What do you require of me?
Depends on type of magic you looking to use for said resurrection. I can simply cast Revivify myself if you have deceased within 1 minute.
I'm gonna assume it's been longer than a fucking
Oh,
minute.
damn! It took you minutes to get here.
It's unfortunate. It's been longer than a minute. I need something a bit more powerful.
Indeed. Then I offer 2 options. There is always the reincarnation spell. However, the deceased will have some alternate personality changes. When they come back, they will still be themselves, but a different being at the same time. I don't really advise that one, but it is also the cheaper option.
What else is there?
Give me a second while I look at my notes so I remember what I was looking at.
I do not know the name of this spell.
Please give me a moment.
In the meantime, just take a look at the D&D chat.
I fucking love the new PFP. That's what
That's horrible. You guys are the worst. And the
I
best.
guess you could say it's not Zelia anymore.
Yeah! Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, I can offer you another option. Resurrection. It will bring back anyone who's been dead within 100 years. However, the price for this is quite staggering.
What do you ask of me?
And he pulls out like a scroll in his hand.
The spell itself is ritualistic, where you spend diamond. In order to cast Revivify, it costs you 1,000 gold or material of equal value to destroy for said spell. In addition, I will charge additional 1,000 gold for simply giving you scroll.
shit. Oh, fuck. Fuck. I don't think...
Don't look at me. We don't have that kind of money.
No, we don't have that kind of money. Fuck. Look, I don't do this lightly. I fucking hate this, but there's got to be some kind of deal we can come to. Please, I have just lost someone who I was beginning to care about quite a bit, and I am not willing to let that just go. Like, please, there's got to be something else I can do for you.
Interesting predicament you find yourself in. I was once adventurer. I understand losing individuals, and though I am sympathetic to cause, I run business, very strong business, yes, and losing part of humanity makes me not care as much as I should, so I must still charge you something if you do not have proper payment. I am willing to bargain, though, but this is a strong bargain. I will give you Spell Scroll for free in exchange. When time comes, I will call upon you in my own way, and in that moment you must drop whatever you are doing and go on a quest for me, as I see you are adventurer.
Yeah, Edison's not even going to hesitate. He's just going to nod his head and be like, fine. Anything. I just need a scroll.
He lets go of the scroll and it floats over to you, just like towards your hand where you can grab it.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Everyone's aware how spell scrolls work?
Well, we got Sheldon, we got Daniel, who...
You need to be
Wizard.
the class that can cast the spell if you want to use the spell scroll.
Interesting. Well, Resurrection...
I'm pretty sure at least. Hold on, let me check. Actually, I might be lying. I was looking into them recently.
Yeah, I can do resurrection as well.
Can you?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I can do revivify. Sorry, revivify.
you
Which
can-
probably isn't.
Hold on, a spell scroll is written. If a spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the spell scrolls and cast it through. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible if it's not in your class spells list. So for resurrection, that would be bard or cleric.
Shit,
Ah,
so
cool.
You have to be fucking joking.
So I would need to wait until my next level up to even be able to get Zelia back.
And you'd run into there is the DC that you'd have to beat depending on the spell's level of 10 plus the spell's level, using your ability check for your spellcasting ability.
Yeah, so that'd be a 17.
Actually, wait, let me double check something. Oh yeah, that'd be the case, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm thinking of a different spell.
Bollocks. Bollocks. Shit.
Puppy eyes towards the DM.
No, I'm... Fuck it. I'll take the scroll. I'll find someone who can read it.
Fucking joy.
As soon as you need me, please just reach out to me. I will fucking do whatever is necessary for your generosity in this act.
Of course. When time comes, I will call upon you, and we will finish your end of deal. Until then, I wish you luck in resurrection.
And with that, fucking Edison's just gonna begin heading back home as quickly as he can.
Jeez. Got a lot of cool stuff around here. We'll come back.
I look forward to your return.
As he takes
this
off
guy.
with you.
That's a full
What a
NPC.
lovely guy.
Um,
Funky accent, but a lovely guy.
I like the accent. It's super
I,
memorable.
I thought it was something different, you know. I thought he was a cool character. So, all right. So you're racing back to the tavern.
Yep.
Okay. We'll just fast forward and have you get there. So
There has to be a fucking cleric in the tavern, right?
There's got to be a cleric nearby or a bard. I mean, it's a tavern. Like, you know, bards aren't just about fucking music, you know. They cover all sorts of fucking avenues. Could be a writer, fucking anything.
And you need someone high level, otherwise it's a chance thing.
Yep. Upon getting back, I'm gonna run to Seraphina. Look, I know I've been asking a lot of you today, but please tell me that you know someone who is at least versed in some kind of holy magic of some kind.
Hun, have you looked at my horns lately? I don't really dabble in all things that are holy, more or less infernal. Though, I would say if you went to the temple around here, maybe there'd be someone there, though they're more preachers rather than magical people.
Bollocks. Fuck. Alright, well, I'll check there. Do you know, performers, you know those motherfuckers who are able to tap into the weave using, like, songs and stories?
Yeah, the magical musicians, as I like to call them.
Do you know any of them? Anyone who might be willing to help?
That's a hard ask. They travel in through here, but none of them really stay too long. You'd have to just kind of find them on the street, hon.
Shit. Alright, bollocks, okay. And with that, I'm like... Edison is just gonna, like, run up to his room and just start fucking rooting through everything to find anything that can come up to, like, a total of, like, 1,000 gold, or at least contribute towards it.
Like the
Like
stuff you
Rose-
have on you, because you know, whatever money you guys have.
Yeah, literally, like, you know, like, anything that might be on my person, like, anything that might be in my room that might be worth selling, just anything.
Why are you looking for the money?
Because you need a material component, or,
Spell scrolls. You can read the scroll and cast its spell without providing any material components. That's how spell scrolls work.
Alright then, banging. Alright, guess we don't need that then. Fucking
No-
fantastic!
No cost, yeah.
Alright then, well, ignore me then. I'm going to... I guess we're gonna carefully... Well, I'm going to assume that Zelia's body has been moved, like, no, so she's not just, like, lying there dead.
Flies everywhere, yeah.
If that's the case, then I'm just going to fucking book it to, like, the nearest tavern, whilst also keeping an eye out for, like, any potential bards or clerics that may be walking out in the street, or people who may look of the sort.
Okay, I mean, you come across a few musicians. Most of them are just musicians, though. One fella is a bard, but he's very, like, he knows, like, first-level magic. It would not go very well if he
Yeah.
tried it, so...
Yeah, no, of course.
I'm just reading the thing. So if you're high
Edison's
enough
getting
level...
desperate, bro. He's fucking sprinting.
It doesn't tell me that if you have to roll for resurrection no matter what. I thought you did, but... I thought if
The
you were...
spell itself?
Well,
no,
no,
it seems to just work.
It seems like it just works. I think it's only if you're,
Yeah.
like, too low of a level you have to roll, so...
Yeah, if you're, for the spell
Okay.
scroll stuff.
So yeah, you could always have someone roll at that point, but... Anyways, so you're gonna head to, like a temple-looking area, I suppose?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so you bust in. There's some holy people there. They're actually finishing up a chant, and they're starting to, like, pour some, like, liquids into, like, a big bowl. And you don't even know what this temple is. Oh, you just raced right in, but one of the figures
Yep.
turns. Hello, my child. How might we help you today?
Holy ones, I am here in your presence, asking for a favor of severe magnitude. I need one of your best healers, someone who is capable of wielding magic to a degree that no one else here can. It's to save a life.
Well, that would depend on the power of the spell. What exactly are you looking to use?
It's a scroll of resurrection.
Resurrection, I see. That is very powerful magic indeed. Let me go get the bishop. I will speak to him. And
Thank you.
he waddles off to go get someone in charge. Sorry, I'm just looking at some. All right. Eventually, a even more fancy-dressed robed figure walks out. Resurrection, you say? A fallen ally of sorts.
Yes.
Though we here respect your claims and we wish to offer you as much guidance as we can, alas, none of us are capable of casting magic like that. Believe me, this temple would be a lot more successful if we could.
Fuck. Can you at least point me in a direction of someone who knows how to do this, please?
That's rough. You would need a mighty cleric of sorts, or a mighty bard, though we wouldn't know of any of those. Talk to me, boys. What do we think? Is there anyone that we could suggest that would be nearby? Well, sir, there is the famous Knight of Justice, Alexander What was his last name? Farsight. No, that wasn't it. Gene Smith. No, that wasn't it either. Alexander something. It'll come to me. Would you hurry up? Our poor friend here is in dire straits. I'm thinking of the name, sir. I'm trying to remember. It's not like he comes through here very often. He was a mighty cleric. If he's even still alive. No, he's still alive, I'm pretty sure. He travels the world and such. Didn't he go crazy and live in a shack in the middle of the woods for a while? I think he might still be there.
No fucking way. No, wait, no. Don't you fucking dare. Give me a second.
What?
Julian, are we thinking the same thing?
Yeah, we're thinking the same thing, 100%.
Yeah, all right, cool.
I don't think I'm thinking the same thing.
Yeah, nah, like, you know, I'm gonna wait and see if it comes true, and then I'll react again. Continue.
I'm scared to continue now.
No, keep going.
No, please continue.
I have an idea what it might be.
Yeah, I think Reno has the same idea as we
The
do.
fucking hive brain cell is sharing, boys.
That's it, Alexander Blazelight. He changed the last name, so he doesn't really belong to any family anymore. I don't really know where he is, though. He travels the world. Yeah, I mean, do you know the Knights of Justice? You could perhaps get in contact with them.
Yes, we have some kind of communication. I just... well, I appreciate your time. We will try our best to find him, but if at all he comes here before we're able to find him, can you please send him in the direction of the Wandering Oak Tavern, please?
Of course, but you could just go to the Knights of Justice's outpost that they have stationed here. They have them in most of the major cities at this point. I don't know if anybody's there at this time, but you're more than welcome to try.
More running. And with that, I'm gonna bow my head. Thank you, holy ones. I will... well, I guess I'm coming to pray sometime, and with that, I'm just gonna fucking run out.
Right. That one, sir, he had an unusual energy about him. I know, but I could see his heart was good, regardless of whatever else is circling inside him. Figured it best we just help him. Alright, so you're racing around now. You're getting tired at this point. Are you gonna...
I'm a track star.
You're getting tired. Are you gonna push through your tiredness?
Fucking right I am. I will take that point of exhaustion.
I was gonna
don't
say, then
care.
you will gain a level of exhaustion at this point, so...
Bro does not care. He is putting eepiness on the line.
It's gonna take you a good hour. Like, it's starting to turn evening time, but eventually you do find the Knights of Justice outpost. There's a young elven man at the desk writing some notes as you barge into the door and scare him. Some of his papers go flying. Yes?
1 second. All right. My name is Edison Smith. I help run the Wandering Oak Tavern. Towards the center of the... Fuck. Okay.
Do you need to lie down, sir?
No, I'm in a hurry. I need to speak to Alexander Blazelight.
That's a tall order to ask. He's one of our legendaries, and he's out and about, you know, saving the world and such. It's a pretty tall ask. May I ask, do you have an appointment with him or something that I can arrange?
No, but considering the fact that we have been helping Leosin Erlenthar with his own thing, I can only assume he'll be willing to do us a solid.
Oh, I do have
Please.
documentation of that. Yes, the unnamed band of adventurers helping the Knights of Justice with the Cult of the Dragon. Yes. Leosin vouches for you. Very good, very good. He's like holding a monocle up to his eye. May I inquire what's your reasoning for talking to Master Alexander?
One of our friends has fallen, and we need a cleric of sorts who can... well, who's willing to read our spell scroll of resurrection to bring her back.
Oh, yeah, that's a really powerful spell. Look, I can try and get in contact with him. It's not going to be easy. He normally shuts us out once he's in the middle of a job, and it could take a while before he comes back. But I will reach out to him and have him report here as quickly as he can.
Please do. As soon as he's here, if you can send him to the Wandering Oak Tavern, that would be perfect. Any help that we can get would be perfect.
Of course, yeah. He'd be happy to help. It just, like I said, he's very busy, so we'll see if we can get in touch with him.
That's all I ask. Thank you. With that, I'm gonna fucking exhale and begin to just like, you know, knowing that, like, at least it might be covered, I'm just gonna begin heading to the door because it's like, well, fucking, I don't know if they got any other clerics here. The fact that he hasn't brought up anyone else, I'm going to assume there isn't anyone else.
Not anybody around, anyway, in the, in the nation, so...
Yeah.
Have to go to, like, another kingdom or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So you just go back to the tavern?
Yep.
Okay. You're there. There's
Fantastic. Thank you.
It's now nighttime. The streets are getting a little, the lights are turning on in the streets. They're a little more barren now. There's less people walking around. The tavern is starting to get busy again, but you're all, once you get back, you find everyone upstairs, including your mother gesturing you to go up there as she has to contend with the guests. She even just tells you that your friend was placed on her bed as she don't need it, so...
Thank you, Mother. And with that, I'm going to head upstairs and head to Seraphina's room to at least make sure that Zillia's body is at least comfortable.
Yeah, you walk in, everybody else is standing around. Her body, just arms folded across her chest, is laying on the bed. There's a broken stool where Spaztok sat down, and he was too heavy for it, so he broke it.
Fat fuck.
Daniel is brooding in the corner like he normally does.
As he does. What a guy. I love him.
So, take it away.
Well, we've got word of at least a cleric who might be able to help. A knight of justice by the name of Alexander Blazelight. We went to their little outpost in the city, put in a request for him to come find us if he's willing to help out. Other than that, I'm unsure how to best approach this, because if we are to try and find someone else if he's not willing, we'll need to go to another city, which I'm going to be honest, needing to do that would mean that we'd need to seriously divert our attention away from the cult and cause a significant drop in how many days we've got left amongst this world for the sake of bringing her back. Which I don't know if any of you are actually comfortable with doing that. But considering the fact that I could have saved her, and instead I let my anger get the better of me, and I focused on killing that person instead of ensuring that she was safe, it's something that I am willing to do.
Look, you can't blame yourself. We were all in that fight. She knew what she was getting into, and I want to bring her back as well, but we can't let the cult slip through our fingers. We're in a fucked up situation. I don't know what we should do.
I know that I shouldn't blame myself, but I do. My entire life I have always made it my duty to serve and protect those around me to the best of my abilities and ensure that no one else ever feels as bad as I have. And I failed. I could have done something, and now there is a chance that she might not come back. So while I do understand that we can't let the cult slip through our grasp, I say that we take the night, we mourn, we drink, we do whatever the fuck we need to in hopes that Alexander actually reaches out to us and is willing to help. And at first light, I'm going to go to the Knights of Justice outpost again, and I am going to inform them of everything I know. And if need be, I am going to step away from this for a moment and make sure that I can help her if possible.
Door is open for anyone else to roleplay here. Okay,
Hey
me.
guys, me from beneath the grave here, just so someone roleplays with Kieran.
Well, I'm sitting here and I'm like, look, I get one's dead and there's still two of you. Somebody say fucking something. I don't want to hog the limelight here.
I was typing, so I was waiting for my typing to wrap up.
Okay. Sketchy, help us out here. Come on.
Yeah.
Spastok's battery is drained.
His social battery is drained completely.
Bastok is really not sort of engaged. He's just sort of in the corner. Sort of sitting on, or Pilot is sort of sitting on Spastok's knee, just sort of twirling, zoned out, and sort of just staring into the distance, holding a small flower and just sort of twirling it round and round.
Okay, at least we have a roleplay reason for why you're not talking. That I prefer.
Yeah.
Edison, I understand what you're trying to do. Keep in mind, the cult will be leaving in would it be 2 days by now?
Yeah, basically.
The cult would leave for the castle in 2 days. Do you think we would have time? Is my mic constantly cutting out?
A little bit, yeah.
Cutting out a few times.
Fading in and out, yeah.
I don't
fuck?
find it is.
Why is
I
Why
don't
is
know,
it
it's,
a
like,
noise
it's as
gate?
if like the gain seems to drop completely and then like jump back up
Yeah.
again. It's very weird.
I don't understand.
Joy's in chat, and he's like, Sketchy, help us out.
Hold on. Why is Mike being a bitch?
Don't, oh, no.
Just lower your noise gate, like just
Yeah.
disable it
It
completely.
isn't the noise gate that's doing it, I think.
It pretty much sounds like it is.
Uh,
Disable
I'm-
it fully in Go XLR and Discord to see if it helps.
anyway,
Let me hear your fans.
we have 2 days before the cult leaves. Do you think we have enough time to find the person to revive Zelia?
With all due respect, Sheldon, I don't care about that right now. I am willing to hand off any and all information that we have about their location, where they're going to be, and the fact that there is a convoy within the city prepared to leave as soon as first light hits. As soon as I'm ready and I'm not fucking exhausted, I'm willing to go straight to the Knights of Justice outpost itself and tell them everything. But I've already lost one person in my life. I am not going to lose someone else. So whether you agree with my methods or not is not up for discussion. Either Alexander arrives here soon and he helps out and makes sure that we can continue on our quest, or I'm going on a fucking road trip and I'm trying to find any way I can to make sure that she comes back. Now you can support me in this, or you can try and fight me on it. But I promise you, if you step to me and at all try to prevent me from trying to bring someone back, those screams that you heard earlier will be yours.
Hey, enough of that. We're all on the same team here.
I don't want to fight you.
I want her back as well. This isn't about that. But if we all turn into fucking cultists ourselves, that doesn't help her either. So get some sense into that head of yours. We're all gonna save her, regardless of what it takes. But we gotta be smart about this. What about that friend of yours? Can't he do something?
Who,
Friend.
who is that directed at? Edison or Sheldon?
Edison, yeah.
What friend, huh?
I don't know, the one you said you talked to.
I'm already in his pocket enough as it is. I would rather not be deeper.
Then I don't know what you intend to do. You're gonna just go and walk out there in the middle of nowhere and expect to find somebody who knows this kind of magic? The best bet is just to leave the scroll here and wait for him to show up and do it.
And what happens if he doesn't show up then? What then? Do you really expect me to just sit here with my thumb up my ass, expecting someone to turn up for weeks, months, who knows, maybe the fucking entire year that this scroll will actually fucking work?
We don't have any other options.
There is only one thing I might... How do I want to phrase this? There's only one thing that I can think of that we might be able to do.
And what is that?
We could visit Lloydian, perhaps. I don't want to say we can revive, but maybe he can at least preserve Delia's body until the person that can revive her is around.
Fucking. Fuck. I'm sorry for yelling at you all. We'll look for Lloydian after I deliver the news to the Knights of Justice tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to take your advice, Daniel. And I'm going to reach out to him. Even if it does put me in the shit further.
I didn't mean you should if it means you're gonna get consequences for it. I thought he helped you willingly.
Trust me, if you knew the story, you wouldn't, there's nothing willing about this. But, no, I'm willing to shoulder them. And I will. And without saying anything else, Edison's just gonna get up, like, bow his head to everyone, like, you know, as a farewell, and just leave the room.
Okay.
Just go find somewhere quiet where he can just kind of try and reach out if possible.
Oh, you're gonna contact him?
Yep. Begrudgingly, but he knows it's worth a shot.
All right. I don't think dinner's ready yet. We can do this. Let's see if you reaching out does anything. So, what are you gonna what are you gonna focus on?
Well, upon finding my secluded spot, which I'm gonna visualize as the basement that I fucking brutally murdered the fella in earlier. High body. And I'm just like, Edison is gonna sit there and he's gonna focus on that previous loss that he experienced and the sheer pain of that, and hope that, like, you know, that is able to drive, like, you know, enough energy out in order to catch Alistair's attention.
Okay. You think hard on your grief, on your suffering, what you want, what you think he wants, and how long would you say you would do this for?
Probably no longer than 10 minutes.
Okay.
Like, Edison's like, he's emotionally resilient, but like, there's only so much he can think about that before caving in.
All right. 10 minutes comes and goes, and for a long time you hear nothing back. And just when you're ready to give up, the shift happens. The little room or the little hall that you find yourself standing in, the wood begins to turn black and like moldish. It cracks and falls apart. Outside, the sounds of people and kids laughing is gone. If anything, you hear like light screaming in the distance. Then the wood deep in the blackened end of the hallway creaks as you hear footsteps slowly approach. You see those terrifying eyes before you see anything else. You don't even actually see much of him. You see a silhouette of sorts. You see the horns protruding out of the darkness. Well, you said don't contact you again, and yet here you are beckoning for my assistance once again.
You and I both know that if I had my own way, we would have never had contact to begin with. I know that whether I want it or not, you will continue to ignore me and just continue to reach out whenever it best suits you. But considering what I carry from you, considering the suffering that I've gone through because of you, because of what runs through my fucking blood, I want you to pay up. I want you to help me if you can.
It's hard to see, but you can tell he's licking his teeth like, well, I will say you impressed me today. You finally used your little toy to your advantage.
because of you, because of what you are, what I gave you. You used it to pull the screams of terror from that poor cult member. He's like rubbing his body, talking about it. Oh, yes.
Bro might be me.
I must say, it was honestly arousing watching you make that fool suffer. And just when you promise him you'll let him go, when he tells you everything, you smash his head into the wall. Well done, my boy. Daddy is impressed.
Don't
Well.
fucking remind me.
Well, let's say that because you wizened up and sought me out, you have options. You could certainly wait for some megalomaniac cleric to show up and maybe save your friend, or botch the job and leave her soul stuck in between your world and the next one. Or, I am powerful enough to bring her back. I can give her back to you, but you need to tell me, boy, what is she worth to you?
You've already taken enough of me, as it is. Apart from Seraphina, I have nothing. What more could I possibly give you? I already carry your fucking blood. I already carry this fucking curse. What more could I give?
Oh, there is always more you can give, foolish one. A soul is so pure, so fragile, malleable, salvageable. Essence is what you can offer me. I'll give you a choice of your payment. A soul for a soul. What can you offer me? You don't have to pay anything. I will resurrect her free of charge to you. However, you would then offer her soul to me. She would be revived and be allowed to live out the rest of her days as she so pleases. And if she died and were to be resurrected again, nothing would be charged. But when the time came that she could no longer be brought back, her soul would become mine to do with as I see fit, not to torture, but to benefit me in other ways. She could be yours, and then she'll be mine.
I'm going to pretend that you didn't just say that.
I had to offer it. I knew you wouldn't go for it, so I'll give you the more selfless option. I still want essence. What more could I take from you? Your own soul. You see, although a part of me is you...
Take it. Oh, I don't even hear him out, just take it.
I was going to say I don't yet own your soul, but... So, let me get this straight. In exchange for her life, you'll offer up your eternal soul to me.
You and I both know that, if need be, I will go down kicking and screaming for most. But there is very little people that I actually consider worthy enough of trying to go out of my way to bring back. So you will take my soul.
Oh,
And I swear to God, if you do not make good on our deal, I will crawl into the hells myself, and I will take it back.
Aw, that's adorable little threat of yours. You're learning well. After that, he just, like, without even moving, he's just in front of you. Like, you see him in all his horrific glory. Believe me, the Nine Hells has a new master. He is stronger and smarter than any other I've ever seen. He is one of the few of my kind whose respect I have, and he is very serious about the deals we make with mortals. I cannot go back on our deal, nor would I want to, my boy. I am more than willing to give you what you seek, so long as payment is due. So he holds out his black-skinned hand to you. Shake this hand. I will give you her, and then when your time comes, you belong to me completely.
Edson will take oh, go on.
I was just gonna ask, is this in your character, Kieran?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Cause you don't have to if you don't want to like do that for your
Oh no,
character.
like
just say,
no,
just say.
no, like genuine. Like Edison is many things, and selflessly stupid is definitely up there. And with that, Edison won't reach out with his left hand, but he'll instead reach out with the one that's in the glove.
That's what he
And
wants.
he'll grip Alistair's hand and he'll shake it firmly.
You feel like a stinging sensation throughout your whole body as his eyes glow brighter. Oh, yes. A deal is a deal. Though I must make one little notion. She will come back. It'll take a little time. And he holds up his hand. Give me 5 days, and she will return to you as she once was. I'll even heal that body of hers for you.
Perfect. Although I do have one more question.
I will
And-
answer, should I see fit to.
It doesn't allude to the situation at hand, but I've got to know. Because you mentioned her last time.
Oh.
How is she? Is she safe?
Which she, my boy, there are many women in your life. If you mean your friend rotting in some empty abyss right now, I'm sure she'll be happy to be back to you in 5 days.
You know exactly who I'm talking about.
She is elegantly distraught. I enjoy keeping an eye on her. Now that is a soul I would like to possess, but I know I never will. She's too pure for that. She misses you greatly, wondering where you went, why you left her. She knows why, but she refuses to accept that you actually would leave. The other man in your life, he tells her lies. Lies she does not believe. And although she tries to go on with her life, there is just something gnawing at the edges of her mind constantly. This fear, not even a fear about you, but a fear about losing something else. That is all I have to say on the matter. You want to know more? Ask her yourself, and I will revel in that conversation.
You and I both know it's not happening unless I somehow find my way back to that cursed city.
All things happen for a reason, my boy. Now, away with you. I have some negotiating to do to get your friend's soul back. And he snaps, and you're just back in reality. And that's where we end today's session.
God damn it! I wanted to do one more thing.
All right, what do you want to do real quick?
You wanted to kiss!
No, I was gonna wait until the conversation was done, and I wanted to see but you said that it's gonna take a little while because of the conversation that he still has to go and have.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to have a little what have you done as Zilly would get back up.
Oh,
that in 5 days.
Yeah, that's in 5 days. My God, that's not this session.
Man.